Hey everybody, this is I got my little dance moves in there. That was great. Hey everybody, this is High Shelf Collective. We are playing some Alien tonight as part of our rounding out the end of Spooky Month here at High Shelf Collective. I gathered everybody together. We're gonna play some Alien tonight. Uh, yeah, we're missing somebody. Maybe they're over here. Yeah, they're over here to me. We'll see how that goes when they get back. They'll be rich. So, by way of announcements, this whole month has been chock full of stuff that we've been putting together. That is mostly thanks to Ethan, who has really taken care of our schedule and put a lot of effort into making sure that we have a bunch of games going on that are kind of above and beyond our usual games. So I know he's not watching right now because he's off doing some important stuff, but just to say into the world, thank you, Ethan, for making this month so like popular and busy and just awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Been a great month.
yeah, it's been good. It's been really, really good. Fully expect like November and December to calm down for us because that's a holiday month, right? Things are weird. It's tough to get things scheduled. So we're gonna be kind of light during November, but in December we have our charity stream that we want to be getting going. We still have some organization on that front to do, but expect some announcements from us in terms of charity streams and all that kind of stuff towards the end of the year. Um, and otherwise, our schedule is getting back to normal. We're going to be doing, red markets on Wednesdays. We're going to be doing hopefully some Tomb of Annihilation soon. And we are going to be doing some Mass Effect on Saturdays. And I think that's it. At some point, we're going to do another Cyberpunk game. We're going to do I think the last session of the little short stories that Taylor was running for our crew. I don't know if that's going to happen this week or next. I haven't actually heard that one yet, but we got those things coming. And then on November 5th, we have a special World Building with Legend Keeper coming back live. That'll be Braden from Legend Keeper. That'll be Anto from Icarus Gaming and some special guests to talk to us about how they're using Legend Keeper. So that'll happen on the 5th, and we're all super pumped about that. Yeah, we still don't know where Rich is. He might be dead, or like, oh.
Oh, you're still muted, by the way, Rich, just in case.
Party in from outer space for the game, Dave. We're playing from space, right?
Yep, we're playing for space.
Yeah, that's exactly where we're playing from.
I'm trying to get my bearings. There's my seat. All right, I'm back.
Oh my god!
Ready?
Just keep that on the whole time. How are you not?
Distracting so it doesn't happen again.
How are you not claustrophobic in that thing?
Blinding.
Hold on. Oh, there you go. Good.
Wait. So there's no shield, and how can you be in space? There's no shield. You
He just raised it. I saw. He just raised it. I saw.
He's just
I
that good.
It's coming right back down.
Shield and push back out. You see, it's really high tech shit, bro.
Yeah.
It's like a dune shield. If you go slow, it's
yes.
More dude. I'm ready, bro. Let's make this happen.
Yeah, I can see that you're ready. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. So yeah, playing Alien tonight. And players, I neglected to say this pre-show, but from a player safety perspective, in the Discord, in our little channel here, I put in some cards. X card, plus card, question card. The idea is, look, this is a horrific game. Horrific things are going to happen. If there's a moment when you're like, oh shit, I'm no longer playing a game right now. I'm actually experiencing something. Fucking Rich. Just copy one of those. The X would stop the scene completely, and we would move forward with our lives. If you have you really have a super important clarity question, hit the question mark kind of deal. If you're feeling squoogy about a thing and you'd rather we button this one up real quick, that's cool too. Just let me know. So those cards are there for you guys to use. And they were always there in our Discord, folks. But because this is a horror game with some dark stuff about to happen, I just want to reiterate that players, those are there. You can use them if you need them. Okay, other announcements to talk about before we really get going. Obviously, YouTube continues to drop stuff every day during the week. We have, I think next week we're going to be dropping the rest of our Red Market stuff to get caught up there, and a couple other items that we've been working on. Those are all going to go live. And of course, we have merch, right? So, folks, if you are a fan of merchandise, I'm just going to type in the little thing real quick. HSC merch. If you guys are fans of merchandise, we have tons of it. Thank you to Katrina, who's in the chat right now. She marshals the merchandise stores for us, all the t-shirts and the bedspreads and the aprons and the and the notebooks and the gobs and gobs of stickers you can get. Like like you can just, it's all there. Logos and show specific stuff is all present. And Rich, I just love everything about what you're doing. I'm gonna ask that somebody does a screen cap of Rich so we can use that as the thumbnail for the game.
Yes.
Because like
it's been done. It's been
it's
done.
it's ridiculous.
I can see again.
You can see it again. Oh my god.
I'm ready.
Oh my
Let's make
God.
this
So
happen.
good. So good. So yeah, I think those are all the announcements I want to do right now. I want to get straight into this because guys, this is a big game. There's a lot of things that can go on. And I just found out that the captain of the crew, Lyman, has never watched any of the Alien movies.
I have been through that
David,
before.
Katrina said that she already has that for you.
Sweet.
Clip pretty quick.
Good.
It's in the podcast and stream channel.
Yeah,
There's
that
a
was beautiful.
one of Rich there.
Beautiful. I love it. So
Which say, folks, join the Discord.
yes,
And you get
the
to see
Discord
that.
is where it's at. Is where it is at. So, all right. In this game, I'm not a GM. I'm a game mother. And in the world of Alien, all of the spaceships are run by an AI called MUTHUR, or mother. And so that's me. that's my role. I'm your ship's AI, and I tell you what's going on. What's the situation? What's the story?
What's the deal with airline food?
What is the deal with airline food? Mother
What's
has
the
an
deal
answer.
with mothers.
Yes. So you all you're space truckers. Okay. You're on the Star Freighter USCSS Montero. And in your Roll20 guide there, you should see a little Montero deck plan. Okay. And if you'll notice, the ships in Alien are massive. They're just massive. The humans occupy a very small portion of the ship. Oh, you guys aren't seeing that? Are you guys not seeing
No, just the like start screen thing.
Look in the same screen where you see your character. So in the journal, you should see your character sheet, and down towards the bottom, you should see deck plans, and then USCSS Montero. So you guys can look at what your own spaceship looks like. And
Does that scale say 33 kilometers?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes, that is what that scale says. And so, yeah, you are in a massive spaceship, but the human occupied area is very small. It's very at the tip, right? And the Montero is running what's called the Gauntlet. You guys are on this trade route between Anchor Point Station and the Frontier. So Anchor Point Station was set up by Wayland, Wayland Yutani, and this. So you've been filled up with cool stuff, and you're headed out to the Frontier. Your cool stuff is very, very profitable. It's dangerous and profitable tritium, which is a gas, and that tritium is decaying into helium-3. So right now you have tanks full of tritium, and by the time you get to your destination, we expect a lot of that to have deteriorated into helium-3, which is going to be worth a lot of money. And so you're space truckers. That's what you guys are. You're space truckers. And it takes a whole crew of people to space truck, and that's y'all's job. Usually, this kind of cargo is towed. Like you have your spaceship, and then there's a long tow line, and then there's this huge bivouac or bladder full of this stuff. big tanker modules that fall way behind your ship because this stuff is dangerous. It could explode and like take out the ship. But your ship is not rated for that kind of like massive towing effort. Instead, you've loaded everything into Montero. This is a relatively small haul, but you're also going to a relatively small colony called Sutter's World. Sutter. Sutter's World is a colony that has been established by Wayland Yutani. This is a special order from them saying we need this exact amount to go to this exact place, and you're the guys to do it. And so you all loaded into the Montero and headed out on this mission to help supply a newly established frontier colony. So far, the trip has been fairly routine. With the exception that right before you guys left and went into kind of, faster than light space, whatever that methodology is in the world of Alien, your sensors did get a little blip. You got like kind of a glitch on your sensors right before you left, but you guys done diagnostics. You've cleaned it up since then, so shouldn't be bothering you further. And after you went FTL, your cargo has been safe. It's been stored without incident. You guys are cruising right along. And after you enter FTL, you should come out right at Sutter's World, ready to drop off this stuff. So you're going to all the way through space, get to where you're going. And I can show you real quick, folks. I'm going to take you over to the star map. And do you guys see anything here? Or is it all black?
I
No,
see
I
it.
see it.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. Oh, that's so good. Sometimes dynamic lighting makes things a little weird. Okay, so
God, this map is huge.
yeah, right? I mean, come on. This is a massive galaxy full of stuff going on. And this is why, I talked about earlier, sometimes like rumors happen and they come from all over. The core systems, the outer veil, the American corridor. It's from all over. So where you're headed is way out here. Way out here. I don't even. Oh yeah, it's on the thing. Way over to the right. That's Sutter's World. That's where you're headed. And you were coming from Anchor Point, which is way over here, right? So your ship is traversing this vast expanse via FTL, right? From Anchor Point Station all the way out to Sutter's World. You're spending that whole time in FTL land, right? You are not awake during this period. You are in cryostasis.
I'm always awake.
You're always awake. Okay, well, you're not allowed to be awake.
Always watching.
Wayland Yutani does not approve of you being awake, so you were asleep.
Doesn't approve.
Yeah.
You stop that.
Yeah, that's right. So you guys have been what's called hypersleep. You've been in cryopods this whole time in hypersleep. And we're going to begin the game with you guys starting to wake up. You're waking up from your little cryopods, and you're kind of ready to deliver your goods to Sutter's World. It's typical for when you wake up from hypersleep. You wake up, everything sucks. Your body hurts because you've been laying down for a long time. You're dehydrated. So the first thing that every crew does when they wake up is they go to the mess hall and they just eat, drink, right? Just drinking water clears dehydration in this game. So like that's the first step is just get your head right, sit down at a table, break some bread together, that kind of thing. And like it's one of those deals where the ship is coming out of hyperspace. You're waking up. You have like really like days before you're going to dock with anything. So there's no rush here, right? You got time to break bread and kind of go to your quarters and sort out your stuff and all those things before you're going to dock or make contact with Sutter's World. You're just now kind of in their zone. So I'd like us to start with you guys on the Montero. Let's go to the Montero real quick. And you guys are on the Montero, and you can see the cryo off to the right here. You guys wake up from cryo, kind of walk down the hall, head over to the galley, kind of thing. Maybe some of you woke up earlier than others, but it's all going to happen within the same hour or so. And you guys are all in the lobby, or sorry, in the galley. I shouldn't say lobby, in the galley. And there's, freshly hydrated food that is, warming up in the warmers for you. There's water. There's, milk or whatever. Probably powdered milk that has been rehydrated as well. Excuse me. And this would be a good time for us to kind of meet your characters. And as you guys kind of sit down and break bread together. If anybody wants to go first, describing who their character is, what they look like, things that folks would know about them. You guys all know each other, like you met before this mission began. I don't think any of you actually owns this ship. Maybe one of you does if your character sheet says that you do, but I don't think anybody does. So yeah, yeah. So here you go. Let's start off with Rich. Let's start with you, just because you're in the ridiculous helmet. I gotta start with you. Let's use you. Why don't you break the ice for us, bud?
My character is actually wearing a helmet during this time too, because I always like to be prepared. Well, I'll introduce myself to the group. I'm Lyman Cham, and yes, you're going to have to hear this voice all night long. And I'm a roughneck. You guys know that. I put everything back together. I got big muscles because I'm strong. And if it really comes to some of the heavy machinery operations, you can count on me. I always like to be prepared in case we have any kind of depressurization. I can immediately seal my suit and have time as you all die. But I would try and help you immensely before your death.
So maybe taking a cue from other games like The Expanse or Traveler, Rich's character is always in his vac suit, always ready for decompression.
Damn tootin', mother.
Mother.
And you're free to say "mother" towards me in any tone you like. I will respond to all of it.
Mother, I need some more agua. And do we got any eggs and bacon on this ship?
Yes. What is your character's name again, Rich?
Lyman Cham.
Yes, Lyron. We absolutely do have some additional eggs and bacon for you. One moment, and like you can hear a warmer spin up as eggs and bacon mush is being made for you.
And I kind of flex a little as I'm going to pull them out, so everybody can see how strong I am.
But aren't you in a suit where it would hide your musculature?
No, I got a special suit made.
Skin tight.
Fitted.
It hugs me.
It's a wetsuit.
Like mother does.
Spacesuits by Under Armour.
That's right.
It's a wetsuit onesie. That's all it is.
This would be great. Thank you, Lyron.
I'll go next, I guess.
Go ahead.
Name's John J. Wilson. Some people call me JJ. He's kind of a middling person. His best vibe is like he's worked for HR, so he kind of very low tone, very calming all the time. Just tries to keep everyone just at a good level. And you see that he kind of wears just very generic clothing. And if you go into his room, I don't know that, but like he has a poster of every kind of music, so that like, oh, you like that music too? No way, I do too. And so he's just very, very like that.
That's awesome.
I got a little magazine, Marvel number 5500, and I look at it and I look at John Jana Jr. Jameson, and I said, I don't trust people with all those names that have all those J's. You're a bad guy, aren't you?
I could also be a superhero.
I come up real close to him and I go, you find a turtle lying on its back in the sand. What do you do?
I turn it over and put it in some water, maybe?
Okay, JJ, I'm watching you.
I'm watching you too. I see those muscles. Good big muscles you have.
It's a nice homage to Blade Runner there. Thank you, Rich.
kind of forecasting what I think's happening here.
Fucking hell. Lyman, rescue us. Captain Lyman
God.
shows up.
I am actually not in the galley with the rest of them. I'm on the bridge.
Captain Vanessa Miller has absconded with some water or whatever to get to the bridge and
It
begin
looks
looking
like
through the
water. It
Yeah.
smells like vodka.
Cool. So your dehydration persists. That's awesome. I love this.
Yeah, so Vanessa Miller, the captain of the Montero, pissed off because I'm not making enough money to buy the Montero right now. So I have a gambling addiction. I need money now.
Yeah.
There's several things, but like I need to be able to either buy this ship outright and upgrade the engines. So I have to like get money. So at the moment I am drinking to think on a
Okay.
bridge, just to, like how else can I make more money?
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, so I mean, Sutter's World is a fresh colony, but there would be stakes. There would be some kind of, betting on how many ships are going to come in today, that kind of thing. There'd be something.
Yeah.
So you could do a comms tech roll to reach out to Sutter's World and like find a bookie real quick.
And like bet on if I'm gonna make it.
Don't bet against yourself in this game, my friend.
I'll bet 500 that I don't make it. How are you
There
gonna
you go.
pick it up if you lose?
Yeah. So if you like, roll a comms tech to reach out to Sutter's World and
Okay.
And while Captain Vanessa Miller is doing this, let's have somebody else. Dom, why don't you introduce your character?
Okay, so my character is Leah Davis, who got into piloting just for like the thrill of strapping yourself to a giant rocket and seeing how fast you can go, and is now stuck space trucking, and it's boring as shit.
Yes.
So it's just like feet up, at the side of the galley, just watching the little sort of confrontation that was going on over there, because that's the most interesting thing that's happened so far. It's just like a mess aesthetically. Like just can't be fucked with that. But it's like it's a very good pilot. Like she keeps the ship generally stably in the red for the entire time. Because that's faster.
Generally?
Obviously. Yeah. Like
Red
you can
line,
push it,
red line,
The
red
needle
line.
just
like-
over, just over.
yeah. Like occasionally you can push it like just past if you
Yeah.
really need to go fast.
Yeah.
But like that's maybe pushing it a little far. Like mediumly in the red, that's good.
Yeah. Right when the shimmies start to even out again.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Where it feels like you're riding on air right there.
yeah.
Yep.
Perfect. Cool. Yeah. So your ship is always in for engine repair when you've got Leah Davis at the wheel.
And I'm sitting there like, why can't I just buy and upgrade the engine? And then Lee Davis is like, I'll break it.
Yeah,
Is that what
that's
you
right.
want?
That's right. That's right.
They can give me a faster one when it's broken.
And let me. I see your role. So you're in there.
Yeah.
Vanessa Miller's. She's in there trying to like get a hold of a book. You can't figure this stuff out.
Yeah.
You have somebody who does this stuff for you normally. And it's like I can't reach anybody right now.
I'll go find something else to bet on when I'm in there.
There it is. There it is. And let's. We have one more thing to introduce. Mike, would you introduce your person?
My character is Kayla Rye. She's a she's a veteran of the long haul game. She is the technician. She's worked on a lot of different ships, and she has the unenviable position of doing the most work for the least amount of money. It's her job to keep this hunk of junk into space with a pilot that's constantly pushing it into the red zone for no damn reason whatsoever. The captain is getting paid more money than anybody to sit up on the deck with her feet up in the air drinking. The only person on this ship that I can tolerate at all is Rich's character. And that's just because he's too funny to not. Everybody else really just gets on my nerves.
Oh my god.
So I am 100% in it for the money. I got family back on Earth. It's always broke. I got a little brother that's sick, so it's all about the cash. And so It's
Does
just wherever
Kyla
gets me more money.
bring it up? She's like, "Hey, I'm only getting half shares here," and Foodle-doo over there, Miller, she's getting shares and a half. Does she like bring that kind of stuff up every so often?
Oh, it's that whole, can we take a percentage point off of the pilot share for every time they go over the red zone and I have to fix it? Maybe we should work
Wait.
on that. Does anybody? Maybe we should take some thought in there. Hey, Captain.
Yeah.
Captain.
Wait, hang on. Is this like written in? Because I don't want to be that kind of captain.
Oh no, yeah. So it is written in that Kyla doesn't make as much as you all make.
Oh
and
no.
and in the world of Alien, like in the first movie, it was that way. There was these two guys. Each of them got half share. Everybody else got full pay. Right? These two guys are getting half pay, and they were the techs, and they just
Yeah.
like had to fix everything, and everything sucked, and they bitched about it constantly. And it's just like it's good. It's good. So this is how Waylon Yutani likes it. Is like, look, the people who have been with the company for long enough, they get a little extra, and the people who's like, salt of the earth types, whatever, half share.
People that do the real work, half share.
It's
Sure.
not my fault that I'm paid to go fast and you're paid to fix it. Like,
That sounds like a you problem, not a me problem.
Yeah.
So Miller, while you're in here, you've been messing with the comms a little bit, and like an alert pops up
Okay.
on the comms, and it says, it's from Mother, and your ship's mother is generation 6500.
Okay. Hi, Mom.
And Mom reports to you that there's an approaching ship,
Okay.
fast approaching ship.
What kind of ship?
You have to make a comms roll.
Oh. Same thing, right?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, so you have
Nothing.
no idea. You're like, make it go. You like start hitting the side of it.
Sorry.
Like you can see where you can select details,
Yeah.
right? But you don't know how to do the thing so that it selects the field you want more information on. You're like, come on, it's just not working.
Just yell details at the computer. That should work.
Mom, can you bring up the details on the fast approaching ship before? Oh, hey, it's in the side.
This just further proves my point.
Yeah. Yeah. Mother responds. It says that you should get your comms tech to help you out with this.
Ah,
The information is there. It's right there. Just
right.
just read it. Just activate it. Just come on.
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
Just do it.
Get your comms. I don't know. Figure it out.
It's a very hostile mother. Jeez. Just figure it out. God.
I'm just running the entire ship and everything for you. You can't click a button.
Kayla.
I'm waking up and eating. What have you broken already?
I didn't break anything. There's a ship, but I can't get the ship to tell me more about the ship.
You're on the ship.
The other one.
What other one?
That's what I want to know.
Who's on first?
Kayla just looks over at Rich's character and is like, "Serious? We just started."
Whatever this alert is, Lyman, Vanessa is kind of looking at it, glancing while you're at the intercom talking, right? Because again, you have to use the intercom to talk to other rooms, right?
Yep.
So you're over at the intercom panel, and you're like glancing back at the comms panel, like, no, it's over there. It's this little green alert as you watch it flip from green to yellow.
Okay. Oh. It changed colors. It's yellow now.
Start running up towards the bridge, I guess.
Sure. Yeah. All the doors are open. Super easy for you to get in.
JJ does a double thumbs up of like, yeah, you do it. And I don't know if you're okay with this, but I believe that you've like say like I'm doing so much work, I need a better pay, and since I'm the company agent, I'd be like, oh yeah, let's talk about like salary negotiation. And it's like I've set like a huge like you need to do 350 tasks to show that you need a raise. And so it's just like, yeah, every little task you do, I'll add a little check mark. I don't know.
Just work on a plan. This is a compensation plan. Yeah.
Little splash mark every time you complete a day.
So things happen in Jim's room. Like, for one thing, his speakers never work. I have to go in and fix them all the time. Mr. Music Pants there doesn't get.
Yes.
I gotta go fix them all the time because if I have to do 350 taps, it's gonna be flipping a switch 350 times.
Yes. So Kyla, you run in there to check this situation out. And as you're walking up to the comms panel, you see it flip from yellow to red, and there's an alarm klaxon that like rings throughout the whole ship, like. "Meow, meow."
Thank you, Rich.
Hey, stuff's happening.
Kyla, go ahead and give me a comms check.
I put my visor down.
Seriously?
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Cool.
So you are like thumbing through this very quickly. Now that things are happening. You see impact imminent. And Mother comes over the intercom, says, "Brace for impact in 60 seconds." If somebody wants to make a piloting check, maybe you
I
could
was going to
avoid
say, I
this.
want to like just like jump over the side into my pilot chair and see if I can just get us just to the side of it.
Could
Sweet.
I
Awesome.
scream into the comm, get down?
Yeah. Get
I'm
down.
I'm going to the closest seat that has a seat belt and make sure I have it on.
Yeah. So people who are doing piloting, roll piloting. People who are bracing for impact, just like, I guess, raise your hand or something. I don't know. Like, just, I assume that you're all bracing for impact. Okay, cool.
I've rolled piloting.
Piloting, beautiful. Okay, cool. So yeah, Leah Davis, you run in there, you slide into the piloting chair, and like your instruments are coming up as you see this, like, you guys haven't even had time to like analyze this thing. You just see this silhouette moving straight towards the ship, and you just crank it south, right down, and rotate as your ship, this huge behemoth of a ship, just like
my
as it
God.
like
But I want
starts
to
to
angle
like
it so that like it goes across a part of the ship that we can see through, so we can just like watch it go right past the ship.
Yeah. So you're doing that, and you're like at the same time like spamming the open all the blast doors, right? So all of the protective like sheet metal that they put in front of this glass like rolls away, and you're looking through like, I don't know, sapphire glass or some shit. And you see
What are you
this
worried about? We're fine.
massive thing scream across the screen or across your window super fast. And it's behind you now.
Is that it? Is that all you needed?
Yeah.
Mother 6500 says, "Captain Miller, please come and
Yes.
visit me."
Okay.
Hey, look,
There's a
can
lot
we
of
get
curse words coming from underneath one of the consoles where my character is currently at.
Yes. Yeah.
He's used to it.
As you have, you've successfully dodged this ship that was coming through. And Kyla, while Vanessa Miller goes to the back, right to where Mother is, and this is the thing that happens. The captain can go back and speak with Mother. Sometimes the corporate agent can speak with Mother, but generally speaking, Mother invites who Mother wants to talk to. Right, and the captain goes into this sealed room. Right, nobody else can see, nobody else can hear. It's a private conversation between Mother and Captain. But while this is happening, while Vanessa is in there, Kyla, you're checking the comms, and there's like nobody here. Like you should be getting like chatter from the Sutter's World comms conning tower. You should be getting pings from other ships. No
where
pings
are
from
we?
other ships.
So I gonna check all that out and find out what the heck is going on.
Yeah, and you kind of, as you're checking these things out, you see the door shut behind Miller as she goes into her private discussion with Mother, and you realize that there is no Sutter's World. You're not at Sutter's World.
Astro navigate us.
Astro navigate
We're
us.
just out in the middle of nowhere.
Yes, maybe. The stars are all out of whack. You don't really know where you are, but you're definitely not at Sutter's World. There's no moon, no planet, no new colony, no ships. No, none of that stuff.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds great.
Oilings, we better get a full share for this shit.
No kidding.
So Mother, back in the room with Mother, Vanessa Miller,
Yes.
she informs you that she's picked up a distress call from an
Okay.
unknown ship. And it is company policy that whenever there's a distress call, we have to investigate. Upon,
All right.
Risk of forfeiture of shares, we must investigate what's going on with this other ship.
Are they nearby?
They are. They just passed us.
Oh. Okay.
She plays for you the transmission that she is picking up, and you can hear the emergency tones, SOS type tones coming from this transmission. That's coming in pretty clear. But the transmission itself, like the word spoken, is very garbled, very staticky.
Right.
It's really tough to hear, parse words from sounds. But definitely this is an emergency help us signal, right? It is a distress call. It has all the right codes, but what they
Gotcha.
recorded as their help us message is staticky and trash. You really can't make out any words. You don't even know if it's a man or woman that's on the other end of that line, right? It's just noise.
Gotcha.
Um,
All right. Can you track the source of the distress beacon for us so we can have something to head towards?
yes, I will begin triangulating that now.
All right, thanks. And then is there a comms box in this room?
There is not.
Okay, I'm gonna walk back to the bridge. Davis, get your ass in the chair, swing us around. We gotta go look at that ship. We received an SOS.
That's already here.
Hell.
Captain, you
Flip
should
thing and over.
probably know that we're not anywhere near Sutter's World. We are out in the middle of nowhere.
Noted.
So obviously someone screwed something up. Not gonna point fingers, but it was probably you or the pilot.
Look,
Noted.
I checked it this time. I actually looked at it before I pressed go, okay?
I
It wasn't
promise
my
it
fault.
wasn't me. But everyone's doing a job and we're helping each other.
No one thinks it was him. No one does.
They must have sent us the wrong
Those
coordinates.
logs must be reviewed later. If only Mother would let you review them, you could figure out what happened.
Yeah.
David, what's the gravity situation on this ship? Is it thrust gravity that this works on, or is it just some fake shit?
Look, our budget is not high enough for you to have thrust gravity and sometimes no gravity. No. The gravatic plating in this ship works.
Okay,
Everywhere you
okay.
walk, you have gravity because the filming budget for this is not high enough for us to have 0G moments. Okay.
I just want to know if I was going to be throwing people into the ceiling by flipping it over.
No.
Right.
Yeah, you flip and burn, don't matter.
Damn it.
What was I gonna ask? Oh, would Mother have been able to pull us out of our trajectory to respond to an SOS?
Yeah, so Mother has the authority to do kind of anything that Mother deems appropriate. It would
Right.
be weird to pull you out of FTL for something like this. But I mean, it is company policy to stop for distress signals. So it's not wrong. It's just kind of strange.
Right.
But not, yeah. So I'll leave it there. That's maybe she's a goody two shoes.
Maybe the scanner picked it up just on the edge, and we had to come out here.
Yeah.
JJ is going to say, "Thank you, Mother, for doing your job as well." And he's going to pat the closest wall.
You get a cold steely resolve as a response.
Kayla's going to ask, Captain, just out of idle curiosity,
Yeah.
before we go our separate directions here, when you were trying to contact this ship or find out what this alert was that was coming in towards us, did you mistakenly attempt to Google how to get a bookie?
I didn't try to Google that. I tried to find a bookie at the place where we're going, and I didn't work.
Right. Kayla just turns around and walks out. Just
That's fantastic. All right. So yeah, you turn the ship around. Um, uh, my pilot's name is Leah, right?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna put you in the bridge just so I know that. I gotta
Yeah.
remember who the pilots
Sure.
are. So yeah, you're piloting this ship and you're gonna chase down this other boat.
Yeah.
Now, because this game's world was made in the 80s and we had limited understanding of physics, you have to accelerate your ship up to 0.4% the speed of light. Because that is how fast this ship is going that you're chasing down. So you accelerate to impossible speeds.
Sounds like fun.
And then you begin to catch up with this other ship.
Hey, Miller, you want to bet on what we find?
What'd you say?
I said, do you want to
sorry.
bet on what we find?
My apologies. It's 0.04
Ah.
percent, but still insanely
Yeah,
fast. I mean, like
Weird.
dumb fast. But here we go. So we're catching up to this ship that is alerting this distress signal. And my apologies, you guys are about to talk.
Yeah,
Put a 10 for my pay on
connection.
it being something real fucking dangerous.
I mean, yeah, but we still gotta go.
hey, are we getting paid more for this?
Probably not.
It depends. We will have to see the situation.
But hey, it's all of us that aren't getting paid more.
But I will count this. It will be 3 extra tasks for you.
On your
Can I-
task sheet to
Wait.
get more payment.
Okay.
This is for he's trying to get him on like on
Yeah.
what is like a promotional path so you get more share.
Yeah, and
You know
it's
what?
like for every 350 you do, it's like a percentage increase of total shares.
You know what? Just for you, since we got to hit this task, and probably gonna have to go check this ship out. I'm gonna go take a few minutes to put some extra special attention into looking into your flight suit and to your spacesuit and make sure everything is perfectly fine.
That sounds lovely. Maybe I'll throw in an extra task there.
Appreciate it. Just
JJ,
look out.
The percentage increase is gonna be 0.04.
you're watching TV. Suddenly you realize there's a wasp crawling on your arm. Do you
No,
swat
a
it?
wasp?
Do you
A
swat
wasp? Where?
it, savor it, or trap it?
Did you
I
say
don't
savor it?
want to. I didn't want to kill it, but I don't want it to sting me.
What's your choice, JJ?
Would you help me with this wasp? I'm scared.
You'll be trapped.
Lyron, are you huffing things?
Nope, I'm good. Just checking on JJ.
Okay. Not that I mind. I agree with your line of questioning. It's just strange to hear it out loud.
Is this the second time you've asked JJ this question?
No,
Like you okay.
it's the same type of question.
Yeah, okay. Okay. But you're on the scent of JJ. JJ, will you please take a stress for me as this guy keeps like
Yeah.
okay, thanks. All right. So you guys warm up the engines and bring this boat around and start chasing this ship.
Yeah.
You guys start scanning it. And this ship it's running dark. There's no lights on it. The engines aren't even on.
Right. So it's just moving off momentum.
It's straight momentum, hurling through space at ridiculous speeds.
Is there a way that I could slow it down from behind?
Run into it.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, you could run into it. No, typically you have to get close enough to grapple it and use your ship to slow it down, or go aboard, take control of the ship, and use its own engines to slow it down.
Oh, hell
Is that
no.
safe to do at 0.04% the speed
I mean,
of light?
once you both your relative speeds are matched,
Okay.
it's all fine. As long as you guys don't hit something going that fast, you can
Okay.
do anything, right?
Just making sure.
Yep. So that's a fair question. So yeah, it would be things like, and you would know, if there's no lights on and the engines aren't on, then maybe there's a problem with the reactor. There's probably something with the power, right? There's probably things that need to be repaired, but once they're repaired, unless there's like combat damage and the thing is ruined, it should work because these ships are meant to work for centuries. You know, I mean, they're built to last, and so probably what's on board is some relatively small problems, and you'll be able to find the survivors and help them, right? And everything will be fine.
And if they're all dead, we get to loot the ship and keep it.
Well, so this is not.
Nope, you don't get to keep that loot. That's not how that works.
Yeah. Yeah. WY has strong opinions about what happens with its property.
You're in space.
Wait, what was that? You bleeped or something? I don't know what happened there.
You're in charge in space.
That's right.
I vaped too hard on the mic, perhaps.
All right. So you guys pull up to the ship, and you begin to scan kind of the outside of the ship. And before too long, a mother has kind of figured out what the ship is. Looking at the silhouette of the ship, you guys have gotten a little bit closer to it, and she has identified the ship, and gives kind of all of you this information. So wherever you are, your intercoms, if you're at your station, the little boop, boop screen, the CRT monitor, monochrome CRT monitor lights up, and like, you know, numbers and letters stream by, and then as this like information filters in, right? And these are like words from Mother to the crew, and she says that this is an ancient ship called the USC SS Cronus. It's a Weyland SEV M3 Hyades class spacecraft, launched in 2110, quite a while ago. It has been missing for 3/4 of a century.
Wow.
The ship appears to be running on minimal power, with all the interior and exterior lights are off. So any like viewports are dark, any of the exterior floodlights, those are all off. And you're able to see the ship because of your own floodlights. You guys have gotten close enough that your own floodlights, which are probably like millions of lumen, can hit this ship, and you can get some information back.
Gotcha.
Because in the world of Alien, we don't like scan stuff. We just look at it with a flashlight, and then we kind of discern.
We're looking for any sort of damage on this ship, David.
Right, and there's not exterior damage on this ship. The engines look to be intact. The structure of it looks fine. You're looking at it, what should be a perfectly fine ship. It's just been floating at this specific direction for 75 years, maybe.
3/4 of a century, yeah.
Yeah. And so the only sign of life is the repeating SOS signal, and Mother informs you that you are now to conduct salvage operations, mandated by company rules. So if you don't do this, you forfeit your shares. Any individual crew member who doesn't participate forfeits their shares. If the crew chooses not to do this, you all forfeit your shares. Or rather, if the captain chooses not to do this, you have all forfeited your shares. Because I should remind everybody that Captain Miller is in charge of all of you, right? So if the captain decides you ain't doing this, then none of you get paid for anything. And if any one of you decides you're not doing this, then that individual doesn't get paid.
Right.
Kind of deal. So your 3 tasks, priorities, pop up on the screen. Priority 1. Recover scientific data and samples from the USC SS Cronus. Apparently, it was a scientific vessel. Escort the salvaged Cronus to Anchorhead or another Weyland-Yutani facility. And then, last thing, if possible, save the crew.
Typical.
Cool.
Yeah.
At least it's on there. It's on there.
Yeah, exactly. And with that, Mother begins to provide you floor plans to the Cronus to help you with your tasks.
Right.
These floor plans are initially sent to you in the form of ASCII art, right? Because you're looking at a monochrome screen. You hit the print button, and then the printouts of the floor plans start to feed into the bridge, and you can all have a copy of the floor plans. So let me make those available to you.
And when JJ receives his printout, the first one, like sums them all together or whatever, he's gonna put it in a peachy folder labeled Mother's Magnificent Memos.
Yes,
And just put it in there.
that's awesome. So I'm gonna give you you see like one sheet that has all of them, and then I'm also gonna give you each individual deck. So that you can see them all. And so you should have one big chart that has everything, and then you should have decks A through D on this ship available to you.
Yeah.
And that should all be under the deck plans in your journal. So the Cronus is a massive ship. It has many compartments. It was a scientific vessel. It was on a scientific mission, apparently in nature. You guys have noticed in looking at the ship. I will call your attention to Deck B of this ship. On Deck B, there is a large thing on the back, kind of towards the bottom of the drawing. That is missing. Clearly, there used to be some kind of module here. That module is gone. Any one of you can look up this kind of class of ship, this sort of SEV M3 Hyades class. A lot of times that back thing is like a giant ass like escape pod or set of escape pods. It looks like, based on the history of the Cronus that you guys were able to glean from Mother, that used to be a lab pod, that there used to be a big scientific lab there.
We gotta find that lab.
That's not here. It's not a part of the game. So I'm just telling you right now, that's 75 years that way.
Well, how am I supposed to get the scientific samples?
Whatever is on the ship is what you got.
Better hope they broke out.
Better
That's
hope
right.
it counts, or else I'm gonna forfeit all my shares.
Right.
Yeah. Don't give up, Cap. You just keep at it.
That's right. That's right. So just to kind of get you guys some good info, basically Deck D is like big equipment, vehicles, stuff like that. This ship was intended to land and bring with it a force, right? Of vehicles and scientific equipment. C is like a catwalk above that with some, some kind of like, what is it, like machine shops and that kind of thing. That's also where the reactor is. So the reactor is at the bottom of Deck C. And if you're looking to restore power, you're looking to restore engines, it's going to happen down there in the bottom of Deck C. B is where all the like sciencey type stuff would typically happen, along with like probably crew quarters and bridge and all that stuff. Like the main like functions of the ship are all on B. And then Deck A is where you enter the ship. There's basically on the dorsal or the top part of the ship is the main airlock. And that's where you guys would connect, is to that main airlock, and that would get you into basically a tube that goes all the way down. You could access the whole ship from that one airlock as long as all the doors are open. So yeah, the Deck A, when we enter this ship, you're going to be entering on Deck A. And then you've got some places of interest on B and C. D is like maybe interesting because it's the vehicle bay, but like the things you're going to prioritize are going to be on C and B because those are reactor, those are science-y stuff, right? Those are kind of your hottest items right there.
Oh, there, Mother. Who's this we going on the ship? You're going to get to stay over here nice and dry.
That is correct.
I hope we don't get wet. What?
That's just a colloquial term there, Captain.
Oh, okay. Well, bring along anything you think you might need to replace. If we meet anybody who is still alive, we'll perform emergency treatment, and then we'll move on. If they die, they die.
Cap, I really want to get down to D. There might be some heavy machinery. These old ships, they
I
might
want you
have.
to focus on the reactor first. After that, you're free to check out the vehicles if you want.
Really want to see if they got a mastodon drill. They've outlawed those. They're pretty awesome.
All right. Well, if after you get the reactor going, you can do it. Check out if they got the Mastodon drill.
I gotta just get the reactor on.
Well, I mean, better than it's doing. It's got minimal power right now, right?
You gotta give it more power. More power.
Well, yeah. So we can slow it down.
All right, Taylor, you got there, right?
Yeah.
I'll go with you.
Um,
Cap, where's my gun?
The tech probably died, and then it was just the pilot and the captain and the HR guy to break everything. And that's why it's flying so slow off in the middle of nowhere forever.
So this is Rich's character. Rich, what's your character's name again? Is it
Lyman Cham.
Lyman Cham?
He wants a gun.
Yeah, Lyman Cham raises a great question. Where are the guns? Captain Miller is in charge of all of those things.
I am? Okay.
Yeah, Captain Miller decides when guns are released for use, when they're not. Captain Miller, I'm going to give you your gear list that is available to you on the Montero. Where should I? You know what? I'm going to toss it into the Discord.
Okay.
And these are all of the things that are on the Montero for use with this mission. Now these are. You can look, sure. You guys know what the ship has, but Captain Miller is in charge of what is used and who gets to use it, and if that needs to, maybe he hands it to one person and then she decides somebody else needs it. Like that's her prerogative. She's the captain. She decides who gets to hold what toy. And so there's a little shopping list there of things. And another piece that could come in here is your ship does have a passageway umbilical. You got that little like space bridge that goes out and connects to another ship. So you don't have to like just jump from one ship to the other. You could get your ship close enough, extend a little umbilical with your, you're going to do a spacewalk to do all this stuff, but your spacewalkers could be out there connecting the umbilical to the old ship and all that kind of stuff. So like you have the tools to like connect to the ship and, open that first airlock.
Yeah. I think we'll do it safely, make sure the crew's good. And we'll send do I have the ability to go out there and attach shit? I don't. My character doesn't seem very fit to go out into space.
You're a captain, right? The captain doesn't have to do much. You just have to captain.
I thought that like captains were old pilots.
They can be. This one I don't think is though.
No, this was just like a lady.
Miller's character.
Yeah, went into Officers Academy and just started there and went up.
I'm just some kind of thrifty lady.
Oh no, you've got some piloting. You've got a little bit of piloting. You've got a little. So your big things are You've got the biggest thing you do is command.
Okay.
Right. So your biggest thing is encouraging the others, leading them. So you want to make sure, like, go through the command skill real quick. Check out the stunts you can do when you're really rocking the command, because you can juice all your players. Right. You can boost their efforts. And then like in a pinch, you can pilot, you can do some medicine. You've got enough mobility to try and be sneaky. And you've got a little bit of range combat, a little bit of observation. So you're like number one party support person with that command skill. Really.
I'm looking at the command skill and it doesn't say what stunts I can use.
Oh no, really? Maybe you can't use any stunts.
Yeah, how about them guns, Cap?
What's your ability to actually do the umbilical thing, David?
The umbilical thing is a piloting check to get close enough and stable enough, and then once you have succeeded there, then you extend the umbilical. And it doesn't like latch automatically. It takes the crew to connect it and secure it, kind of thing.
The other thing is I don't know what these guns do.
Well, you just give me one and it'll be good. I know what to do.
Yeah. So fair enough. Like think of it like, what is it? The pistol is what you'd expect from a pistol. The incinerator unit is like a little flamethrower
Right.
type thing. And then the main gun you've got is that Watasumi bolt gun. That's your like kind of rifle-ish
Okay.
type thing.
And
Everything
the
else
gun-
is like everything else honestly is not super combat related,
Yeah.
right? Like it would probably be expected that you would hold the pistol as the
Yeah.
captain, you know?
That's what I figured. That's why I think there's only one.
Yeah, right. The captain's got to shoot something or someone. Uh,
whoa, Pat.
so under command, when you give orders for
Yep.
every success over the first, or actually for every success you roll, the other person gets a +1 whenever you give an order. So like if you give somebody the order to do something, you roll your command, and that gives them a plus towards doing that.
Oh, just any time
Yeah.
I roll a
You're like,
okay.
I'm ordering you to do this. Roll. You get a +2 on achieving that task.
So do I roll 2 rolls because I just told 2 people to go do shit?
Sure. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I should stop you. I should stop you right there. In combat. My apologies.
Okay.
In combat,
Okay.
you do this.
Gotcha.
Thing. My apologies.
Uh,
So yeah.
People are going to start panicking real fast.
Yep.
All right. So, Lyran, after we get the umbilical attached, I'll give you 1 rifle. We don't need everybody with a rifle.
I don't think you even have enough rifles.
No, we don't.
We only
Yeah.
have one rifle.
I think you
We
have
only
the
have
one.
4 shots.
Yeah. Yeah, the bolt
Wait.
gun.
Wait, do we only have...
And to be clear, I think the bolt gun is actually a bolt gun. Like, is actually a piece of like equipment.
I think it
but you-
actually is.
But you can do damage with it. So it's like,
Okay.
it's a gun.
All right.
Good stuff.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, how many people about would it take to attach the umbilical cord in like a good amount of time?
Yeah, it just takes one person doing a heavy machinery roll
Okay.
to get the stuff attached. Because
Okay.
the umbilical itself is heavy machinery, so you can have people helping, so people can assist, and that gives a +1 dice to the roll to attempt it. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to match, speed and trajectory with the other ship. So that's a piloting roll. So we've got our pilot in the pilot chair. I think it's Leah Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And so Leah, give me your piloting check to make sure you can match speed and trajectory with this other ship.
I close my visor.
Sweet.
I
Sweet.
rolled how many die? I rolled 8 die to get that. Nope.
Yep.
Not a 6.
Yeah, so you're
Damn.
getting close, and like your ship's just ever so gently touch and scrape, and like shit starts falling off your boat, and you come back away. And you're like, oh, okay, didn't work.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. It would go wrong.
Would you
It's
like
taking
to
it too close.
push and try again?
I mean, yes, absolutely.
Okay, good.
It's like,
Because I don't know mechanically
hang
what
on.
else to do here. So give yourself one stress.
Oh yes.
And you're gonna and if you like, describe to us how you're gonna push to really dial this in. You hotshot, devil may
I th-
care.
I think Leah's gonna turn the assist off because it was what was getting in the way. Like she was gonna get it right, and then the assist pulled her to the side slightly. And that threw her off.
I know exactly how you feel.
Yeah.
Doesn't need any of that shit. And roll another piloting. Is there a separate button for push or just roll again?
So when you push, you add one stress and then roll again.
Done that. Okay.
Yep, there you go. That's it.
Hey.
So good at this.
So you dial it in with that assist turned off. Leah, she's one with this ship, and she always has been, right? It's when those like little things get in the way that messes everything up. And you just like get in. There's no slipstream here because it's space, but if there were, you like get that smooth cruise mode. You have 2 extra successes over what you needed, that you could use as stunts here.
Yes. So if I see rightly, there's two things I can do.
Yes.
I can take a +1 on a later roll and I can show off.
Yes.
So because we're in space here, what I want to say is that Leah spins the ship round partway as she's doing this and does it from a different angle before.
Yes.
So we're now kind of going sideways along with it rather than
Yes.
just
Oh yeah, you get
straight
your
direction.
momentum just right, and then you give
Yeah.
it some rotation and then hit those adjusting jets. So one boat is going this way, and you're cruising on top of it, going the other
Yeah.
way.
Exactly.
Beautiful. And everything's all perfectly aligned now. The engines are not in
Yeah.
each other's way. Oh man, you got all the room in the world. Okay,
I
good. So
love
that
how
was
that's
your
actually physically possible.
yes, yes, absolutely it is because we're in space. We do whatever we want. Except have the
Kayla's gonna
budget
come
for
on the
zero.
intercom. Kayla's gonna come on the intercom and say, "That would have been really cool if you had first run into the other ship."
Okay,
Yeah,
someone put the assist back on, okay? I don't need that
Kyla,
shit. Get in the
Kyla,
way.
you've got a readout of all the damage that was done and all the things you got to fix now. Mother just gives that to you as new task list, 10 items.
Hey, 10.
One shift's worth of work.
Mother's in on it.
Maybe they'll pay you more now they notice how many things you can fix.
So you use the one stunt to give yourself a +1 on a future roll.
Yes.
And then the second stunt, what are you doing with that one?
That was the showing off.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. I love it. Okay, good. So good.
Specifically, it is gain a +1 on a later score relating to this one.
Mhm.
It doesn't say if that's specifically for me or if it's just people in general gain 1.
I honestly, I
put it
think
on the heavy machinery one.
we can look at that either way. We could say you're giving the crew a +1 because you got it nestled exactly right for the umbilical. That works for me.
Yeah, I was going to say put it towards the heavy machinery of connecting them.
Okay.
Cool.
And I'm gonna say it's gonna be Cham and Wilson go out to do the umbilical.
All right. So Cham
great.
and Wilson, you guys get suited up.
I was
Yeah,
right,
look.
JJ, and I say, you pass a homeless person, cold, big city, you fumble for change but drop a 10 note in their lap. What do you do?
I guess the easiest solution would be, since the 10 note is already there, he can just keep it.
Okay, thanks, JJ.
So you guys get suited up. You have 5. So the two of you each put on 1 IRC Mark 50 compression suits.
Okay.
You start with an air supply of 5.
Okay.
Where's my gun, Cap?
When we get on the other ship,
All right.
can't fire a gun in space anyway.
So who do I got going over there? I've got
JJ or Wilson.
Yep,
And
Wilson and Cham.
Lyman. Yeah.
All right, good. So Wilson and Cham, you both get suited up. You have to make a mobility roll. Oh, my apologies. You can do one of two things. You can either spacewalk mobility, or you can ride the umbilical with a heavy machinery.
I'd like to mobility.
Okay.
Mobile.
You're gonna do mobility?
You guys are gonna use spacewalk. You're gonna get over there via mobility, and then you're gonna attach the 2 ships. Okay.
Okay, where is I succeeded twice, so I need to know what I should do with my second one.
Yeah, so on a mobility stunt, you have some options. You'd have to go back and check the mobility skill, what your stunt options are, but you can do one thing.
Okay.
Oh my god, and Lyran does it too.
So the stunts, you
That's
can
awesome.
give 1 success to another player in the same situation.
Nice.
JJ, here's success.
So okay, you guys do this. Let's just you guys got the ships connected. You both leap across the gap between these 2 ships, and each of you have separately a tow line, right? So that in case one of you doesn't make it and gets yeeted off into the void, at least one of you made it, right? But you both made it. That was so good. You bridge this gap and you get the 2 ships attached, and then the umbilical very calmly follows your guidelines and gets nestled up against this.
See Leah looking at me through the window. And so I just dab it out in space.
The two of you looking at this airlock, you notice that it is damaged, and the outer door for the airlock is not going to just open. It looks like it has been damaged in such a way that it can't be opened, even by the like emergency rescue things. Like you guys pop open the emergency rescue thing, you got that lever, you do this, it's jammed. It's like the door is mechanically jammed in such a way it will not open.
Cap, we got a cutting torch.
Yeah, we got a cutting torch.
We need that sent down the umbilical chute to us.
Can I just like throw that down the umbilical chute?
Yeah. You're at the end of your thing. You're like looking down this chute, right? And you just grab your torch and just.
Yeah, there ain't no gravity in here, Cap.
Yeah, this is the one part in our story where we have good budget. As we watch this like 0G drill, your cutting torch move, and like the great thing is like it's an inanimate object, not a person. So like the budget doesn't have to be that high. As we do a slow-mo shot of this thing like falling down or drifting down the umbilical. And one of you, whichever of you has a decent heavy machinery, should grab this.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
Did either of you use the +1?
Old beer on Saturday night.
I don't think either of them have used the +1, so yeah, I think
I'm going to be banking my +1 for later as well.
Well, so I think it has to be a part of this situation of like getting the ships attached and getting the door open and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's like one check related to this gets a +1.
Right.
Yeah, it says gain a +1 modification to a later skill roll relating to this one. So it's literally just attaching
this scene, getting the ships attached and then opening the door. Like this scene right here, there's a free +1 floating out there for one of you two to pick up.
And Caleb, out of character, I have a 3 under heavy machinery. How about you?
I don't. I have 0 in heavy machinery.
DJ's with me. That's right. You're about as useless as tits on a boar. So I grab that and I start getting to work. So when I do heavy machinery, do I add a modifier of +1?
Yes.
+1.
I also give him my +1.
You're going to help out.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
I'm going to be cheering him on by talking about how good his muscles are.
I did that.
How did you screw that up?
Did you write +2 rather than just putting a 2?
I put +2. You're right. Let me put a 2.
There it is. The syntax is all up.
Okay, well.
All right, cool. So you roll infinite dice and don't succeed. Rich, would you like to push yourself to? All right.
How do I push?
So to push yourself, you have to kind of tell me how you're gonna push yourself, and then add 1 stress to your character sheet, and then roll again.
Okay.
Could he also add 1 to himself since he didn't use his +1 earlier? So could he, before he pushes, use his +1 if he wanted to? Does that make sense?
I think you already did.
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I put a 2.
Wait. Did you use your stunt yet? Gab?
So I use my stunt to give him a +1 right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say there should be 1 from each of us. I think is what he was saying.
You could have used it to give him a success. I think, right?
Two.
I think in some cases you can give.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so let's.
I would have done that. Yeah.
All right, so let's retcon this. You don't have to add stress to your character sheet right now, Rich. So we'll go ahead and say that even though Lyman is like cutting and trying to get the angle just right, JJ, you know how to like help a guy who's like kind of stressed a little bit, and you're like, and you just start talking stories about like this one band you saw, this one concert you saw, and it for whatever reason gets Lyman in the right mindset, and the cutting begins.
The way JJ rubbed my shoulders while I was doing that work, and it just let me slip right through that lock.
There it is.
Sure.
So you open a man-sized hole or a human-sized hole in this airlock. Okay. And immediately inside this room is just another airlock door that's closed, right? Yes. So you got the outer and inner airlock doors. The inner door is still closed. And your flashlights on your suits, you're able to kind of see through here. I need both of you to make an air supply roll for me. So just click on air supply for me real quick.
Up and away. Hey,
what does that mean? I just
you're
rolled
good.
zeros.
You're great.
Okay.
You're great.
Okay, good.
Oh, balloon.
It doesn't feel great to see blank die, but
I know.
okay, good.
It's
Good
great.
in this situation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't see any aliens there.
Yeah.
Then you're
Yeah.
fine.
That's the thing.
Where is air supply?
It's at the bottom left, top
Yep.
left of the consumables, but bottom left of the page.
You need to put a 5 in your air supply. Your suit gives you 5 air supply, and then roll it. Burp. What is wrong with your sheet? Let me go and find Mrs. Lion Cham. Mr. Lion Cham.
Oh, there we go.
There we
There we
go.
go.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll go.
look at that.
I
Look
had
at that.
Off and click back on.
All right, cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
always. Okay, cool. Well, hey, you know what? Let's not even worry about it. Everything's fine.
See, nothing can go
So
wrong.
yeah, what could go wrong? What could go wrong? So yeah, you guys are out of here. You guys have this thing open. Inside this airlock, there's like a bunch of scratch marks. You can see how the door was intentionally jammed shut. Somebody has welded the seams with like a high-end like industrial welder, and basically made it so that there's this door was never going to open under any circumstance. Was this door ever going to open?
Cap, this door was tightened up like a drum on Saturday. We had to bust it open. It looks like the people inside didn't want to get out.
It's not gonna like suck all the air out, right?
So you asked that question. The second door is likely has air on the other side.
Right.
And right now there is vacuum between your two ships because the umbilical has not been pressurized. So if you open that inner door, you will experience explosive decompression into where these two people are.
Oh, hell.
Is there a way to pressurize?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the umbilical is connected, and all you have to do, Vanessa, since you're on the other end of this umbilical, is pressurize it.
Okay. I'm gonna do the sequence.
We'll do this operation.
Say again.
What's that?
Should we have Kayla do this operation?
This is a pressurized button. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do the thing, and
Lost his
the
check.
Montero, like silently in the background, spends a little bit of its air to fill this pipe with pressure, so that when you guys open this inner door, you will not create explosive decompression. So good on you, Lyman. I was gonna warn you guys. I wasn't gonna smack you guys with that one because I was like, I don't know, first spacewalk in a role playing game, maybe that sucks. But explosive decompression is a thing that happens in this game, and good on y'all for
Yeah, and real life. That
and
happened.
in real life. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I'm trying to find my bit here about air.
Cap knew I was just going to open the door.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. All right. So yeah, now you guys are in a good place to open the second door if you want. But before we do, I would like somebody to tell me, maybe Captain Vanessa Miller, tell me who all is boarding this ship? Who all is going on to the Cronus, and is anybody staying behind? And the reason why I ask this is when you guys go onto the Cronus, you will all be in spacesuits.
Yep.
And there will be whoever doesn't go as a player won't be doing anything
Right.
because all the action is about to be on the Cronus. It makes sense for somebody to stay behind, but they don't have to stay behind. So, I'm fine with whether answer. Like metagame, we want everybody to have fun, so everybody's going to go, or it makes sense for somebody to stay behind for whatever reason. You can nominate somebody to stay behind, and that's fine.
Yeah, we put Mama on autopilot and get all the
Well,
ports.
so here's the thing. I think I'm gonna leave it up. Like there is one person that I would possibly leave behind. It would be Davis, but that is up to you. If you are not comfortable with leaving the ship alone, just in case.
I'd much rather come with it. You want me to sit
All right.
here and just like do nothing? Like I have to
Well,
do
I
enough for
don't.
the
I
rest
just
of the
don't.
journey as well.
I don't know how fast an AI is going to react to an asteroid belt compared to experienced pilot.
I mean, not as fast, but like it'll be fine.
80s computers.
Yeah, mother reports. I will look ahead for asteroids.
Okay. Also, other flying debris while you're at it.
Anything
All right.
moving towards us?
Yeah, right.
So here we go. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Bring the guns. There's some spooky shit over here.
Oh my god.
I
No, can I have the
bring
grappling
my
gun?
pistol and I grab the bolt gun and the 4 shots for it.
And remember, I now own the cutting tool.
That's
You don't own it. I have it.
Oh man.
Mom's gonna get
Okay.
mad if you steal that.
Good stuff. So sounds like everybody's going to the Cronus.
Yep.
Awesome, love it. And of the gear, is there anything that you are leaving behind, making sure you take with you?
I'm gonna make sure I take the motion tracker and just we only have the one, so
Oh, there's only one? God damn it.
yeah, it's got a
Okay.
power supply of 5 though. So
Oh, okay. That's what I was looking at.
and so does the cutting torch, by the way.
Right.
So that needs to come back to me at some point.
Yeah. Oh, Lyran, will you please roll? Please put 5 in your power and roll your power real quick, just to make sure your cutting torch. Just to see if your cutting torch lost any juice. On that
How
last cut.
big is the power loader?
It's like a big suit, I think.
Is it like
Oh,
the
it's
thing
just-
from Alien 2? Is
I
that
think
the power
so. Like
loader?
if you get Okay, good. You
Okay.
didn't spend any power out of it. So yeah, I think double check in the gear list, but I think it really is like the big, huge mechanized suit with the clamps.
Okay.
Right? I think that's what the power loader is.
I think that's the only thing I'm gonna leave behind, and the harpoon gun. I'm not gonna take that.
Okay.
Wait, how
But,
big is that? Like, is that like a handheld thing, or is it like a enormous?
No, it's a handheld
Okay.
thing. The harpoon.
The harpoon gun.
come on, can I-
No,
can I
you
take
can't
the
have it.
grappling gun,
I
please?
said no.
Damn it.
Hold
Oh,
this
yeah.
incinerator unit with 2 reloads.
Okay, I'll take that.
That's good. That's really good. All right. So let us. Yeah, you guys are all in here. You're in Junction. You guys get into the ship, and you're in Junction A1 aboard the Cronus. Your
Nice.
suits tell you that the temperature in here is freezing, is below freezing, and the air is not breathable. And here in Junction A1, this tube that goes all the way down the ship, you can actually see straight down. The doors going from deck A and B are open. The doors going to C and D are closed, but presumably unlocked. But either way, you can see down into the depths of the ship. You can see this whole tube has like scratch marks, especially near like the seals of doors and stuff like that. Have scratch marks in them.
Like claw scratch marks, or just, regular old metal? Oops, I fell with this sharp object. I scratched it.
Yeah. Are any of you scientifically minded? You want to give me a
Yeah.
actually, since you're the one asking the question, why don't you do for me a observation roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know,
Wilson.
Hamster in a habit trail, and that's what it looked like after a year.
Yay!
Look at you with the success, the stress success. Yeah. So John Willison, after receiving inordinate amount of questioning from from Lyran, you've been focused. You've been focused, and you're looking at stuff. These look like claws and not like metal.
Okay.
Because there's like 2 or 3 of them together, right, in like a parallel line, not like one, one little digger, right? So yeah, it's not great. And you know what? I'm also going to give you, John, because of that success. Out of the like corner of your eye, you glance up as like a shadow moves off your umbilical.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Think of your umbilical as like this white sheet of thin plastic or whatever, and you just like you almost don't even like it takes you a second to realize that no, I just saw a shadow disappear from the umbilical. Like
So
your floods were creating were creating bright light, and something has moved, and the shadow has now left the umbilical, and everything looks fine.
So I don't know if I would be able to discern this or not, but was this shadow moving like towards us or away from us?
You now note a disappearance of the shadow. You have no
Okay.
idea what the direction of
Got
it
it.
was. It's just like, oh, there was a shadow up there, and it is now gone, and the umbilical is fine.
Uh,
And I think
okay.
with this, we should probably go to break.
Mm.
Cap, do you lock
Okay.
the door as you left?
No, there's not a lock.
Oh yeah, I got this key fob. You just press the button.
Um, so in this room, right before we go to break, because you bring it up, Captain Wilson, you do have an intercom right here,
Captain Wilson?
right?
Captain
No, my
Miller.
apologies. My
I've been
Captain
damn
Miller.
it.
My apologies. My apologies.
Damn
My
it.
apologies. No.
Field
My
promotion.
apologies.
Field promotion.
Yeah. Captain Miller, you do have access to an intercom right here.
Okay, and do the suits have like a shortwave radio?
Um, like they have like line of sight communication with one another. So
Okay.
you could speak, in the suits that are in this immediate area, they'll like, I don't know, with a flashlight or something, communicate, and then you hear their voice in your head, kind of deal. So it does actually take a little bit. It takes a second, right? Because you're like,
Mhm.
you speak, and then the little flashlight under your chin pulses, and then their thing reads the pulses, and then gives them your voice. It sucks, but it can
Yeah.
be done. It's all line of sight here. But the intercom, you can like go up to that, and your suit can pulse to the intercom and communicate with somebody.
Okay.
Yep. If you want to go back, if you want to tell Mother on your other ship to lock the doors, you could.
Sure.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you use the intercom, and it talks to Mother,
Yeah.
6500. So she says, "Okay, I will lock the doors."
Okay.
And I think with that, we should go to break.
Okay.
So folks, we're going to go on break for about 10 minutes, and we'll see what happens to our crew as they explore the Cronus and attempt to rescue all crew members. I'm sure that's going to go great.
I think it's death is of the future.
So let's see. Hey, all right. So we are back from break. I think that was close to 10 minutes. I don't
Yeah.
know. We were having a good time. Venting some nervous energy. Okay, so we are using, just to make it clear, we are using like active darkness, stuff in the game. So hopefully it is clear where the doors are at all times. But there may be situations where you guys can't see the doors because of the way the light stuff is. So I'll say in this room you have a door up and down, right? And then also
is that
you
not
can
where we
go.
came in?
You can also go deeper into the ship or go back up the umbilical to your own ship. Okay, so if you say I want to go back to the Montero, from this panel you would basically go up or really directly towards yourself. You would be like leaving your own monitor, going like
Yep.
off your screen, right? If you say, oh, I want to go deeper into the ship, from where you are, you would go deeper into level B, C, D, whatever it is, right?
We have no yet.
Enter
Say
the
again?
mainframe.
Yeah, and then in this room, in this junction, you also have a door north and a door south. So you have a door right here and a door down here. And in your own kind of personal copy that Mother gave you, you should be seeing some of those doors. You should be seeing how on, deck level A, junction, there's some doors, right?
And there's no right now until we get the reactor up.
Say again?
No gravity.
My apologies. The budget for this film is so low that there is gravity here. Wherever you put your feet on ground, there is gravity. And even in this straight tube, emanating all the way from deck D or whatever, is a strong gravitic field. So you are on ladders or whatever. You're hanging on to handholds. And if you were to let go, you would plummet all the way down and hurt yourself.
die in a pit, is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, this is what I'm saying. So there is gravity because the budget for this film is low enough that you have to have gravity everywhere.
Gotcha. All right. I'm gonna separate us into two teams.
Love it.
Cham and Miller. Or no, not Miller. The other one, Wilson. You guys are gonna go get the reactor going, and also I have decided that you're also gonna clean the air scrubbers, and then you can go check out that drill. And then me, Davis, and Kayla, we're gonna go look for the science room and collect samples. If you encounter crewmates on your way, just get them stable. We'll get them out of here after we get everything else done.
Captain, I am happy to follow your orders. You are our leader. Just want to let you know that when it comes to heavy machinery, that is not my strong suit.
You're more for moral support.
I can offer that. I can do
JJ,
that.
JJ, a friend offers you tequila. In the glass lies a worm. What do you decide to do?
I don't want to drink a worm, so I'm not going to drink it.
Thank you, JJ. Let's go make this.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to the party. I love it. Is it John and and Lyron are going down?
Lyron.
Yeah.
All right, Lyron and John are going down to a lower deck, and
We have the gun now, though, right?
Yeah,
have
you
the-
have the rifle
you have
with
the bolt
4
gun.
shots.
Yeah, you have the bolt gun.
Okay. Do I have any sort of equipment with me?
Just that beautiful smile.
You got it. And it just like little sparkles ding, but it's like one of those 80s CGI, very fake ding.
Yep.
Yes, yes. Okay, cool. So just to show it real quick, I'm gonna take which of you is going first? There's one ladder going down.
I'll go
Yeah.
first because I'm Lyron Cham.
All right, cool. So let me grab objects and tokens. There we go. Let's see here.
Going to C's.
Lyron Cham. Okay, cool. So Lyron Cham, you go down the ladder. You go to, let me just make sure I get the map just right. Okay. So you go to junction B1. Okay. So you're going down to B. There you go. You got another intercom down here. Right. This room is normal. Everything's fine in here. And you're going deeper into the ship. So you pass deck B and you make your way down to deck C, which is where all this action is. So you're down in junction C1 on deck C. So whenever you, it's all the way down at the bottom of the thing. Okay. And sorry to move us around so much, but there's a lot going on because we're splitting the party. Love it.
Sorry.
No, it's
Split
good.
up
It's
on lots
good.
of
It's
clues.
good. It's good. Yep. Exactly. All right. So John Wilson, you are joining him. Yes.
Correct. Yep. I am
And
very
I gotta put you in space for a
timidly
second.
following him.
John, get your ass down that ladder.
Yep.
You got it. And you see him like kind of shaking, holding onto the ladder. Just like, and just foot down,
I
hands
just really
sticky,
want
foot
this
down.
relationship.
Hold it like a banana. Hold it like a banana. It ain't gonna hurt you.
So, yeah.
He's very confused by hold it like a banana.
Good. Yeah, we all should be confused by that. All right. Since our camera's down here, let's start with you two first. Let's get you guys
As
moving.
we're going down, Kayla's gonna like lean over and yell down and be like, "Make sure you come back in one piece, Jam." Like no mention whatsoever of the other guy. Just
I will too. Don't worry. I know it was implied.
I'll be back for happy hour.
That's good. I love it. So, yeah, you guys get down here. You're down in deck C, and deck C at the junction. The main airlock kind of terminates here. There's There's not a sorry. So the main airlock terminates here. The there is a north of you. There is an external airlock door. By the design of this ship, if this ship were to land, north of you would be the elevator going down. So like looking at you guys at C1 right here, just north of you, so just up, is another airlock that would take you on an elevator that would get you down onto dry land if this ship were to ever land on the ground. Okay.
Is it sealed up?
That is sealed up the same way. It's all welded shut. It's never going to open unless you cut it open.
JJ, these people are freaks.
And you presume that if you cut this were to open, you would go into space.
Do we still have the plasma cutter with us?
Fuck yeah,
Yeah, you should.
Yep.
Okay.
We can give it back.
Yep. So yeah, every other door in here works just fine. There's doors north, south, east, west. You know, like all four directions there is a door. All four of those doors. Sorry, the other three doors are all unlocked. You just tell me which one you want to use.
I'm sticking with Lyman. So whatever door
Lyman uses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just going to reach over and start looking at that door on the east, and I go, JJ, now and then you contemplate life alone. How do you feel? Do you feel it's independent, inconceivable, insulting, or intriguing? And I start to work the east door.
It opens.
What? Could you paste that reply? I actually kind of want to respond to that one.
What was the first one again?
Now and then you contemplate life alone. Is it, and you tell me what you think of life alone, all by yourself in space, might be like, JJ?
It would be lonely and sad.
Okay. I work that east door there, Mother. What happens?
It opens, and you can see into a hallway. You can control your little token. The arrow keys, WSAD, they let you move it around. This map should not allow you to move your token any way you're not supposed to go. So all of the walls here should keep you where you need to be.
Okay, let me zoom in on my mappage. Let me get over there.
Okay, one.
Complex.
I think I don't.
Trigonometry.
One sec. I need to refresh my page. I don't think it's moving.
It's all the way.
If you're down.
You might need to scroll down.
Yeah, it's all the way down. It's at the bottom of the map page, on the left-hand side where the two of you are.
All right. So we're going to get to this corner, and we're going to peek around this corner.
Yep, you peek. It's clear.
Oh God.
JJ.
Roll 20. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Carry your ass. Get behind me.
Okay. And he will.
And there's a door at the end of this.
I hate roll 20 sometimes. Sorry, my map. It zoomed me out to 1% or 10%.
Oh
now
no!
Just zoom me into 250. I can't see anything.
Oh no! Okay. Here. My apologies, dude. That is. Oh, hey, you got it.
Okay.
So a note about line of sight in this game. As you leave an area, the door could stay open, but you can't see in there unless you're positioned to look.
You close that door, son?
Yes, and he will close the door.
Just check.
All right, you have a door in front of you.
We're opening it. We're going to crack that baby open.
Cool. Opens up.
Oh, shit, JJ.
All right, so in front of you, immediately to your right is an intercom. That's what that little icon is. And then you also see a number of storage lockers. You have 3 storage lockers directly in front of you. And then the hallway, expands the width of the ship. And you're able to see, kind of with your flashlight, you're able to see, all the way down to here. There's, looks like there's a hallway here, and another hallway here. But directly in front of you are 3 storage units.
I go to the intercom and say, Cap, we're on level C looking for the reactor.
Okay.
All right, JJ, you gotta pick a number now between 1 and 3. I need you to pick
2.
good. This ain't
2.
Geo. You gotta pick
2.
a good number.
It's 2.
All right. So and it's the second door. Is that what you're going for? Is that what you're saying? Second door there, Rich? All right.
Second
So
door.
the second storage door, you go to open it and it's locked. Asks you for a passcode.
Damn tootin', we got a plasma torch, JJ. This should take no time.
Before he does that, can I ask? I have a signature. I don't know if I'm supposed to do it. I have a signature item.
Yep.
Oh.
It's an axe. Sorry, my thing is all still messed up.
Mhm.
It is a key card of some kind. It's sorry. What is it? Where? All right. It is an access key card. Can I try that?
Yeah. So you have your access key card and you kind of hold it in your hand and it gives you like this moment of comfort as you're like, man, this thing has opened so many doors for me. Go ahead and remove a stress from your character sheet.
Okay.
And you go to swipe that key card. Access code needed.
Damn it!
Please add a stress to your character sheet.
Yeah.
You failed me.
Exactly.
I thought it was worth a try. Let's do it your way, I guess.
Hell yeah, we opened the plasma torch and I hit it right on the lock to pop this baby open.
Awesome. Yeah, you torch this door, dude. And let's just get it out of the way. As you open this storage bin, you cut this thing open, and there are 24 engineering urns. There are these like cylinders. They're all locked up. And yeah, you see 24. Yeah, you see 24 of these like cylinders that are like chrome on the outside. They've got the yellow and black like warning stripes around the top and the bottom. Kind of think about when you go to a bank and they've got that pneumatic thing, right? It's kind of like that, but instead of the the top and bottom has this like kind of black and yellow warning tape around it, and the whole thing is sealed up tight. And there's a
Why
bunch of-
did every bank have a pneumatic system?
I know, right? So this is a lot like those, but they're not intended to go in a pneumatic tube. I'm just giving you like as like a sense of the size and rough
Right,
shape
yeah.
of these things. Yeah.
JJ, this tape reminds me that you shouldn't step behind a bull. What do you think we should do?
Wait, what was the second part you said?
What do you think we should do with this? This yellow tape makes me think we shouldn't touch it.
So like, I mean, we could go to one of the other doors if you do not want to touch the tape.
Damn tootin', let's open door number 1.
Okay. Which one is door number 1 from your perspective?
See this one right there, mother.
All right. Yeah. Door opens, and this is 7 drums of like big drums of a chemical. You read it. It is it is quintracetylene. Quintracetylene. It is an unstable form of napalm.
Oh,
Well, I have no idea what that word means because it isn't about heavy machinery. And
Is there any sort of roll I can do to see if I know what it means? To see if I take a step back from it or not?
No. I'm just telling you. You see this as 7 drums of a form of a chemical that you guys recognize as an unstable form of napalm.
Oh, so we do know it's an unstable. Okay, so yeah, then
Yeah.
definitely stepping back.
Yeah.
Well, let's try
you
door
guys
number.
know.
Y'all want to open the third door after these first? Okay, cool. I love it. I love it.
Anyone else have the sudden
Is a
desperate need to take the blowtorch away from Rich when you like first instinct get their bolt?
Well, so hey, the thing is that like this one is it's full of tools. There's 2 bolt guns, another cutting torch.
Dual wielding.
Weapons. We got weapons. Don't tell Cap. Don't tell Cap.
a maintenance jack. And yeah, so yeah, you have a maintenance jack, a cutting torch, and 2 bolt guns. Important to note, these other 2 doors had no locks on them.
Oh yeah, because they just.
So the first one was locked that you guys cut open. The second 2 doors, no locks on those. Oh, I should have asked you, since you used the cutting torch earlier, will you roll your power for me on Lyran?
Sir, you forgot to ask me, which means there's
Yep.
no chance that I lost. Let's try.
Cool, you've lost a power. You lost a power anyways. All right, your torch is down 1 power.
Okay, so JJ, I think you should go to the intercom there soon and let Cap know we got some napalms and we got some guns and we got some biological wrapped up shit nobody wants to touch.
I don't know if this is true. I think it gives us the age, but I can JJ be older than he still calls him son, but can JJ still be older than Lyman? Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
You got it. I'll go tell them right now. So yeah, then Captain, we found some materials, including tools, and Lyran wants to make a note that we definitely have weapons. And we also found some biological shit that no one wants to. What? Wait, what did you say?
Is it actually shit?
No, I think that's just Lyman's use. It's
Okay.
it's just walled off with yellow tape, and Lyman is scared to touch it.
JJ, quit telling him to take me so literal.
So for the biological stuff, see if there's any identifiers on it and see if we can get documentation on what it is, and we can continue in respect to what it is. Did you guys find anything else besides the tools and the bio matter
And the weapons?
and the weapons?
Well,
No.
so the two bolt guns, those are actually tools.
Yeah, those
They're
are
just
tools.
they're you
Okay.
you can use them to bolt things like seal a door that
Yeah.
nobody can get through anymore, and that kind of stuff. But I'm curious. Do you mention the napalm?
Oh, I actually forgot about that. Gavin did.
Okay.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
mention the napalm. I would mention the napalm.
All right. Oh, and fun quintessentially. Just count the barrels. I'm not sure if we have to take
There are
that out.
7 barrels.
I'll start with I'll consult with Mother on that one. Why don't you just take a good inventory of whatever's there, and make sure you count all the shots for those bolt guns and what kind of power usage the cutting torch has left. Just
Will
take
do,
good stock,
Captain.
and make sure to figure out if you can identify what's in the bio containers.
Of course, Captain.
All right, thanks.
And then JJ's going to go back and go, well, the captain told us we have to investigate behind the yellow tape, and we can keep the tools for now, but I do have to keep stock of them.
So JJ, you see a friend who has suffered a bereavement.
Are you my friend?
Well, I'm saying, let's say you had a friend and they suffered a bereavement. Afterwards, how do you feel, JJ?
I feel sad that they are sad, but happy I have a friend.
Okay, that's good to know. Good to know.
I would also like to consult Mother on the barrels of unstable napalm.
Yeah. You key off to Mother. What questions would you ask of her?
So the crew has found 7 barrels of quintessentially on the science ship. Are we supposed to bring that back as science data, or do we leave that on this ship?
The napalm is not of scientific significance.
Okay. Then I'm gonna leave that shit right where it is, and I'll tell Wilson and not Wilson, the other one.
I'm Wilson. JJ.
Oh, you are
John.
Wilson.
John J. Wilson. Yep, that's me.
I'm having problems with the names.
No, you're fine.
So Wilson and Cham, just leave that napalm where it is and get back to me when you have more information.
Will do, sir.
All right, Cap.
Is that on a private channel, or do we
That's
hear
that's over the
captain's
intercom.
side of it?
Yeah, that's the comms network.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
over the intercom, so all of you are in on this conversation.
Yeah.
Except for the discussion with Mother. Whenever you intercom with Mother, that's through the flashlights.
Mhm.
I think that, I don't know, I think anybody in the room would probably overhear that too. Like, would see the light pulsing back from the intercom into your
Yeah.
ear.
Right.
But if you were in a room by yourself, you could have a private conversation with Mother, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just real quick, before I leave, Lyron and Wilson, what are you guys going to do next now that you have these orders from your captain?
Investigate the biological, but I would make sure that Lyman goes first.
Then give me an observation roll.
Okay. No stress this time, so we'll see if it saves me.
Well, whichever one of you is doing the investigation of the containers.
Oh.
John J. Wilson was looking at him with me.
Yeah, he was.
JJ ass up in this room. Don't you just sit back there and let me do all the work? I know you're getting a full share. I only get a half share. Your ass going to come in here and look at these things.
Awesome.
So I pick it up and I shake it at him. I'm like, oh, look at this, and I put it in his face.
Sweet. All right, so you've done that. And Wilson, you're looking at it, and it takes you guys a while to figure out like even how to begin to examine these things, and you figure out like along one of the smooth tops at the top of the cylinder, there's a like kind of an invisible switch that you had to slide, and then you're able to like twist and open the top of this thing.
Oh, mother. Ain't nobody opening it.
Well,
Come on.
observation.
Okay,
You're investigating what's in here. There's nothing. There's
Yeah.
nothing else to see on the outside. I've described to you guys everything you can see on the outside. And this is the one that was shaken by Lyron.
Damn,
In my face?
Yeah.
Okay.
like a pinata at a quinceañera.
Yeah, and so you open it, and you can see like on the inside of this top you opened, you can see in here is written sample 43 from LV-1113. And you look inside here, and it looks like there's yet another container inside. Like you've opened the top, and the top is giving you information about this sample. But inside the tube, there's yet another like metal barrier, and you can see like it's not like a key code you have to type in. It's like little teeny tiny rocker switches. You have to like just get them up and down in exactly the right way, and then this thing might open for you, or it could destroy itself. Who knows? But either way, like you can't see what's inside here, but you do get this like LV-1113 thing and a sample number.
Okay. So JJ would take note of that. Where I think at this point he must have a notebook of some kind.
Sure.
And just kind of take a note of that and then close it back up.
Okay. I want both of you to roll your air supply for me, as you've been doing stuff during this turn, and we always need to be checking our air supply.
I am good, it looks like.
Awesome. Rich, you lose an air supply.
Damn it.
Let us go back to our other crew. Now that we have this piece. So we're going to go back to deck A, where you guys are at. And you are in this junction. I presume that you all have been doing stuff while this has been ongoing. So let's kind of figure out where y'all went and what you've been up to.
I was trying to find the science deck.
Science deck is
Which
B.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna move this whole shooting match. Move all you guys to B. 1 second. And unfortunately, because of the shape of this map, I'm the only one who can move you all there.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go over to deck B, and you guys are in junction B1. And it's kind of like I described before. There's some scratches in here, that kind of thing. But otherwise, this room is working fine. And there are doors north, south, east, and west for you guys.
Captain, according to the map we got before, the med lab, the science lab, and all that kind of stuff is all towards the back of the ship. So plan south.
Okay. Let's start heading back there then.
To hear you say they found quintessentially.
Yeah, why?
I just want to say, what I say is going to be fun. And Leah's just like there with the flamethrower that you gave her. Just kind of grinning.
Yes. So you're gonna go through the south door. Is that right?
Yes.
All right, cool. So you open the south door,
Um,
and you guys should be able to control your own characters going into the southern hallway.
quick thing, I can't see deck B on roll 20.
Oh, if you zoom
Oh,
out,
all the way.
B
Okay, yep.
should be over to the right. Yep.
Gotcha. That's a big deck. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you have over here. You have you see a label for a water closet.
Okay.
Because Alien is quintessentially a British show, and you see doors for hallways north and south. Doors for hallways north and south, and you see storage doors over here on this side.
Okay.
Looks like doors north and south over on this side as well, and these are like
Alright.
kind of a storagey area.
All right. So, and you're saying these boxes are comms areas?
Yeah. Anytime you see that little circle with the dots, those are intercoms. Yep.
Okay. So I'm just gonna try and keep heading for the back of the ship since that's where the medical and science bays are.
Okay. Which hall do you want to take, left or right?
I'm gonna take the left one.
Okay. So that door opens,
Okay.
and you've got a hall down to the there you go. And so down here you see another intercom, and there's a door here. Says executive. It's labeled.
Okay.
Executive Clayton, personal quarters.
Executive Clayton, personal quarters. All right. We'll check that out later.
Okay. And then you've got another door here, easy enough to open. Opens right up for you into the kind of main living area. You can see there are living quarters left and right. There's an elevator at either end of this hallway, and there's the captain's quarters right next to you.
Okay. I'm gonna keep heading downwards,
Okay.
south.
Yep. You should be able to traverse south down into here, right? Okay, perfect. And opening this door gets you in towards the science lab type
Okay, yeah.
area.
That's where I want to be.
Yeah, okay, cool. So directly to as you're walking down this hallway, to your right is a med lab, a door for a med lab.
Okay.
And then south of you is a door labeled science sector. And there's a bunch of jargon about who manages this and who the person in charge is and all that kind of stuff are kind of stenciled on these doors.
Okay. You guys, Leah and Kayla, go into the science bay. I'm gonna walk into the medical bay. I need to talk with Mother for a second.
All good.
All right, so
Ready?
you're gonna go into the med lab.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna open this door and get you into the med lab, and then I'm gonna open this door so you guys can see into the science sector as well.
Yeah.
So
I
you
just
enter the
want to
med
have
lab.
like a quick chat with Mother. It's not even gonna take like any time at all.
Gotcha.
Um,
So real quick, so you open this door.
Yeah.
And med lab. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask that the two of you, your goal, Leah and Kyla, is down here in the science sector, down into that hallway.
It looked like the science lab 2 was right next to the med lab.
It is.
The door off
But
the front. Oh, the door's off the bottom. Okay.
doors to the bottom. Yeah. The way this is laid out here is the doors to the bottom. Yeah, because up there is that right there, this like little object that you were standing on. What is that? Let me look at the key real quick. I forgot what that is. It's like a terminal, I think.
Access terminal.
Yeah, it's an access terminal. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So MedLab. Um, uh, you can
Yeah.
see on the south, you see a sign that says MedPods down south.
Okay.
But on the in this room, again, it's dark in here, so it's only your flashlight kind of
Right.
illuminating everything in here, or your hand torch, as they say over in the land where Alien was written.
That's true.
Others, uh, sealed in uh, sealed in this room, you see um, a a row of kind of large specimen jars on the back.
Okay.
And floating within two of those jars is this like strange looking creature. It's yay big, It's like
Mhm.
I don't know, 4 inches tall, right?
Yeah.
It's got kind of a slightly elongated white head, and you can see it has a long thin tail and little clawed hands, or paws maybe.
Mhm.
I mean, it's like I don't know, the size of a big rat and looks really mean. It's got kind of a spiny look in there, and they're both just inert,
Skinless
floating in
or
these
hairless or
hairless. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. And so you see these two things kind of floating in this in these
Liquid.
yeah, floating in a liquid specimen jar. It's like glass, so you can see it clearly, and it's just inert,
Okay.
laying in there.
All right. I'm
Um,
gonna put that aside.
yep.
um.
Um, There's also a smaller specimen jar in there, that is sealed. Think of it like
Mhm.
almost like a scientific style mason jar. Really, it's sealed. There's no water inside. There's no liquid inside, and it has these three little they're almost the size of a bird's egg. It's like a little black. It really does look like three little black bird's eggs that are right
Yep.
next to each other in a little cluster. But the tops of the little eggs are kind of open,
Mhm.
um, and it looks like it's crystallized. It's all kind of frostbitten over. They look inert, but
Mhm.
you can see these three little black nodules
Okay.
inside this specimen jar. Is in this room.
Okay.
Um,
I have more
and
questions for Mother.
yeah, yeah. And on the desk is an open metallic urn.
Okay.
Um, Similarly, as I described earlier, your character's now seeing one for the first time. You're seeing a chrome cylinder with the bottom has black and yellow warning tape around the
Yep.
bottom, and you can see the top has been removed. It's sitting on the desk, and it has the black and yellow warning tape along the lid that's now
Yep.
sitting open. And you look inside of this thing, and that inner layer is missing. It's gone. The door for it is missing, and there are four glass vials inside. Inside the glass is this like inky black liquid. That I mean, the glass you can tell is super cold. Again, you're in your spacesuit, right? But yeah, you can see like this inky black fluid inside these little glass. I mean, they're tiny things inside of a big cylinder, right? And they're like nestled in the center of it. And that's all that's in there is these four little things. Like the rest of the cylinder is to protect them,
Yeah.
encapsulate them, whatever. And that's what's inside this
Okay.
piece.
I'm just gonna quickly put the top back on.
Okay. And
Yeah. And
cool.
I'm just like I assume I have like some type of bag.
Yeah. Give me a observation as you're going to put this thing on.
Drink it, Cap. Drink it.
No, will not. Ah, cool.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah, you put the cap on. And let's see here. You have nothing else in here unless you like kind of, those are the things that are out and obvious in this room when you first come in.
Okay.
So even before you get over to the intercom, those are all things that you would just see when you
Right.
got in here.
Okay. Now for Mother's questions, and you said I can just kind of like talk, and I don't have to use the intercom, right?
Right. Yeah. You're in a room with an intercom. You can activate it and speak with her.
Okay. So I would just like to know, first of all, do those things in the glass jars count as specimens? I know the metal thing does, but the 2 alien embryos and the eggs, do I have to take those?
Yeah. You're kind of looking at them. I mean, they don't look like anything you've ever seen or heard. And that's what you're asking her?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you ask Mother 6500. They've got these specimen jars with this stuff inside, and then I've got this like container, and there's like this black inky thing in there, right? You're kind of describing what you found, right?
Right. Yeah.
And Mother responds, those are of scientific significance and should make the return to a Wayland Yontai facility. Absolutely.
Yet. All right. Cool. All right. One more thing. Is there a way you can tell if there's any other life forms besides our crew currently alive on the space ship? Because I have yet to see even a single body.
I've she responds, I am what is it? What did she say? She says, I am not I do not have access to internal sensors.
Okay. So we got to get the ship up and running before we can do any kind of diagnostic.
It appears so.
Okay. All right. Thanks. I just really wanted to ask about those things.
So
I'm gonna take like a quick, cursory, like little bit harder look around in the med bay.
go ahead and give me another observation roll. And while you're doing that, I want to talk about what's going on in the science sector with our 2
Yes,
friends,
sir.
Yeah,
Davis
best
and
place.
Rye. So Davis and Rye, you guys round this corner, and at the end of this hall, right here, is a figure in a pressure suit. You can see them slumped down. They're well, this figure is slumped against the wall, and you can see a large like discoloration on the wall, and like old dry streaks of blood and matter. And even from back here, you can see this is a deceased person. You can see where the like forms of the jaw and stuff are. Lying next to this corpse is a shotgun, and
Baby.
you can see this. Yeah, I mean, it's bitterly cold in here. It's inert, and you've got this lifeless form where
Yeah.
clearly there used to be a head and there isn't anymore, kind of thing.
I want to say Leo like was making a bit of a show of like sort of pushing in and scoping the place like too much effectively.
Yeah.
So you'd like push in, the torch like goes across the body, and then she's like scoping the wall to the left, scoping the way. Torch goes back. There's the body again.
Both of you,
Caitlin is
please.
right behind her, just walking normal.
Yeah.
Just like
I think I found something.
As you both kind of take stock of the situation, both add a stress to your character sheets.
What the
Fair.
what?
Yep.
I'm gonna go take a closer look at that, and because you said you could just see there's a shotgun there.
Yeah, there's a functioning shotgun there. Give me an observation roll, both of you. And good stuff,
Keep
Miller.
having to close and open the sheet. Where's observation?
Nice, Mike. So you have +1 on that. You can stunt. Yes, Leah. Leah, you need to make a panic roll for me.
Nice.
That's a 7.
Awesome. Panic roll 7. Let's see
What
here. Let me go look at the
You
panic
prove
roll.
yourself.
You do prove yourself. So on a 7.
Hopefully not.
On a
God.
7.
Just started 7.
Leah, you've developed a bit of a twitch. Your uh, your stress level and the stress of all friendly PCs in short range increases by 1.
Oh God.
As you have like started to like kind of bug a little bit here.
Yeah, I say that's like when she gets like up to the body because she was going to go
Right.
pick up the shotgun. Like
Yep.
grabs it and finds herself looking into like the remnants of an exploded head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you can see on the barrel of the shotgun, like, is this shotgun that did it?
Yeah.
Now Rye, while Leah goes over to like get this, you can see that Leah is starting to bug out a little bit. It's putting you off kilter, but you did spy that this suit, it's like damaged a bit. Like the arms for the suit started to rupture. And the legs for the suit started to rupture a little bit. And so like there's structural damage here that's going on with this suit. And then plus whatever else you want to do with that.
So should I be at 2 stress?
Now you're at 2 stress.
Now I'm at 2.
Yep.
All right. Let me see what I could do for observation and stuff.
Yep.
I'm gonna do the. I guess are there any more of them coming? That's my first thing. Like I want to see what is what around me
Right.
might possibly have. I want to just make sure there aren't any other bodies or other exploding things.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, you scope behind you, right? You give it a listen, right? Put your hands on some walls, hearing for vibrations. This is a dead ship. There's nothing moving out here. There's no vibrations coming your way from the walls of the doors. You're looking back up this hallway. I mean, you're the only ones moving out here. So yeah.
You're
All right.
You want this shotgun?
Sure. I'll take the shotgun.
Like kind of throws it to you a bit.
Yeah. You check the shotgun. It is a model 37A2 shotgun, which I think is the standard shotgun. And yeah, it has 1 reload. So it can shoot until it needs to reload, and then when you reload, you get 1 of those. And the way reloading in this game works is that you can use it, and you may have some stress dice, and if you use it and you see the little alien show up on your stress die, then it has run out of ammo, and you need a reload.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So ammo kind of just sort of runs out sometimes, depending on how stressed you are.
Hollywood ammo type
Yeah,
fucking shit.
yeah, exactly.
12 shots in a 6-shot pistol.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a quick question: do we have ammo for the things that we found downstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have, because downstairs you found some bolt throwers, and those each have 4 shots, 4 bolts.
And what about the flame?
That has
torch?
the power meters. The 4 is a 5 power
Cool.
or whatever on it. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
So I'm gonna make sure the shotgun's in good working order since it's been laying there for a while, and then I'm being very careful to see. I mean, obviously, I'm assuming from the way of the description is that this guy ended his own existence.
Yep.
But looks rather damaged. You said on the ship or on the suit, the arms and legs.
Yeah. So what you notice is like it looks like his suit was getting stretched, and it, like the like micro tears in the fiber of the suit were from the suit getting pulled.
Gotcha.
And yeah, and you look and yeah, that's the kind of the, I don't know, it's like a weird aspect of this person.
Right. Well, that's great. I guess I will move to the door of the science room.
Which is this door right up here. Sorry, there's Science Lab 1, which is down here, and Science Lab 2, which is up here.
Okay, yeah, we'll go to Science Lab 1.
Okay. So door opens. And Science Lab 1. Even in the ship's like decayed state, the lights in this room kind of flicker. So like they're on and then off. Like they want to come on, but they run out of power. And then they want to come on, and they run out of power.
I'm gonna look around, shotgun pointing first, make sure there's
Right.
nothing in this room.
Yep, there is a pile of gnawed bones in this room.
Oh.
You can't smell anything because you're still in your spacesuit, and you can see that there is looks like a lot of stuff happened in this room. But on the examination table in the center of the room is like one of those like a decontamination hood where you can put your arms through a thing, you know.
Right.
And inside one of those is one of those same metallic urns that I've been describing. There's a freezer in this room that has a glass door that's been smashed. And there are 4 more urns inside of it. And you can you can see that the urns have cracked open, and there's this like black liquid kind of pooled at the base just in front of this freezer, from those 4 urns that got smashed. Or the thing got smashed, the urns got cracked, and you can see this black liquid has like pooled at the bottom of the fridge.
I'm gonna go get Mila. I think she needs to see this.
And you can see like at the edges of that black pool are these little black egg-shaped nodules just ringing that pool of black.
Yeah, Kaylin's gonna touch the button to shut the door
Okay.
and just be like, "Room's clear."
I need both of you to add 1 to your stress.
Yep.
All this
And
after
let's all 3 of you roll your oxygen levels real quick.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh my. Okay.
God.
All
Oh my
right.
god.
Cool. That was fucking cool. All right.
Oh my god.
Wait, does that mean?
Miller, you've lost 3 air.
Oh my god.
Rye, you've lost 1, and Davis, you've lost 1.
Okay.
Who's second in command? Just for a friend. Just want to
That was-
know.
Lyram Cham is second in command.
I do want to remind you guys, as mother, that you do have your significant item with you, and
I was
by
just getting to
interacting with that, you can reduce a bit of stress.
Yep.
But I don't
So
have any stress.
Lear's
How
like,
often could you do that again?
You can do once per act.
You need
and
oxygen.
We're still in Act 1. We're still in Act 1.
I'm okay on oxygen right now.
I hope your significant item
Done
is
one.
a rebreather.
It's not.
You better come hook up to my hose, Cap.
yes, I was gonna say Lear like is kind of jogging back around this corner to get back to Miller, and then once it's round the corner and not in line of sight of anyone, is going to get the almost empty pill bottle out, and just like down the remnants of it.
So, well, hold on a
like,
second.
straight
Hold on
up.
a second. You're still in your spacesuit.
Can't.
Good
Oh,
So
there's no way. She gets out. It's like shit.
Yes. So you can't dope right now, but you can feel it in your pocket. Like, I'm going to need you here in a minute. I know you're here. I'm going to need you in a minute.
You shake
Like,
the bottle, you know
like,
how
has
many's
it
in there.
hand. It's like
You got your space helmet on. You're like,
yep.
fucking
Damn it.
I need a pill port so I can get my pill.
Like puts it back.
Meanwhile, I found an air leak in my house, and I'm just putting flex tape on it.
Yep. Yeah. You like,
Flex seal? That is so awesome.
yes. Yeah, your suit was alerting you, and like, what? Air leak? You should have told me about this a long time ago, suit.
Oh, did you take JJ's suit? Oh,
Damn it!
So is the door to the med lab closed?
It was closed.
Oh yeah, you guys have now. I heard somebody say they closed. Oh, sorry, not the med lab. The med lab door is open, but I heard that the science lab door has been reclosed. Correct?
oh yeah, it's closed.
All right, cool. We're just.
I forgot we have to say that we close things now.
Well,
and since he ran around that corner, Kayla's gonna go to this corner and just like, because we don't want to be too far away, and just point that shotgun in the general direction of the dead body.
Also, real quick, what did I see when I succeeded on observation?
Yes. So in your successful observation of things, you find status on the med pods. You find a little like screen readout.
Yep.
It tells you that one of the med pods contains a person.
Oh.
And under the desk, you find a med kit case. It contains
Excellent.
6 syringes. It contains 6 syringes, and they are labeled cure dose, and then like A, B, C, D, E kind of thing.
Gotcha.
But you see all 6 syringes sitting there. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that. Yeah, I think that's what you get. Oh, my apologies. You also find 4 personal med kits in here.
Okay.
And so it's like doses of various pills, surgical stuff, just med kits, life-saving
Gotcha.
stuff is all in
All
here.
right. So I'll take the big med kit, and then as I come back into contact with my crew, I'll give them personal med kits.
Sweet.
That might be handy. We kind of found some stuff.
All right. Well, let's go see it.
Not the most fun, I'm gonna warn you.
It's never fun.
No. There's fun, and then there's this. This is not fun.
Yeah. And as the 3 of you are having this conversation, you hear this chunk 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 as in your immediate area the lights come on.
Oh, nice.
And then like you can see down the halls chunk 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 as the lights start coming on throughout the ship.
Okay.
Guess the other 2 got that working then.
I'm as amazed as you are.
Let us catch up with the other 2.
Yeah.
I think that did a thing. Yeah, so we're gonna go to the 2. What's up?
JJ or John J. Wilson will probably be storing all these things somehow or holding everything, if possible, and then actually like holding a bolt gun.
Sweet. So yeah, we're gonna rejoin you guys. You are kind of where I left you, as the lights chunk 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 start coming on.
Well, hell, we got the reactor up. I guess we can go check out the heavy machinery. I'm looking at Mastodon gun drill. I'm looking for a mastodon drill.
I would like to take the time to remind you that you have to clean the air scrubbers.
Yes.
Yeah, no, JJ would remember that. He goes, we have to clean the air scrubbers before we do the mastodon drill.
You know, JJ, let me ask you a question, JJ. At a party, a guest boasts of their perfect life. How do you respond to that, JJ?
I love this interaction. That happens every time.
Well, what does their perfect life consist of?
I'm just telling you, JJ, you're hearing a guest talk about their perfect life. How do you respond to that? Do you indulge them? Do you outdo them? Or do you mock them? Or do you just sit there and listen?
I would sit there and listen to see what they mean by perfect life.
Just curious, JJ. Thanks. All right, let me show you how to change the scrubber. So I take JJ over to the tunnel, and I pull the scrubber off.
Well, so hold on. You gotta get there first, buddy. Are you taking the right hallway or the left hallway?
No, hold on. We're going to go to the north and get back to junction C1 because I'm not the biggest intelligent man, but I can tell the door in front of me goes. There you go. Thanks for opening that up. We go back to C1. And I pull
The scrubbers are down here. The scrubbers are down here. Your reactor that you have not fixed yet is down here.
Pull the reactor up.
And the scrubbers are down here too.
Hang on, you have to fix the reactor for it to be fixed.
Oh, Santa Maria. Okay, let's go to the south and see if this is the entrance to the reactor.
Okay.
The down on the map, south. There you go. What the hell? It's stairwell?
It's a stairwell. It's a stairwell that goes down into the machine area.
Surprised Rich was.
Do you want to hit one of the hallways? Do you want to hit one of the hallways going
to a hallway that leads me to the reactor, please?
All right. There you go. I got you, bro. I'm just fucking with
you. Shit, trying to find this place.
Yeah. So your hallway is to the right. I've opened that hallway up for you, and you can walk down to the right.
Do I go here?
Other right.
Like this? Oh, other right. This right here. Oh shit! My computer's getting all crazy. Like right there.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, JJ. JJ.
Sorry, the lighting controls in this game can be a little funky. I'll go ahead and open up the other hallway too.
JJ, get down here, son.
Right.
So you get down here. There's this catwalk overlooks the machine bay down below, and you can see that there are no vehicles down here.
Do I see a mastodon drill?
No. But you have this catwalk that takes you over here to. Oh, my apologies. Air scrubbers are actually there's an access port right here. Right here is an access port to the air scrubbers, kind of between the two of you. Gets you into a little hallway that gets you into the air scrubbers. And then back this way down here, is where you get to the reactor.
Okay, I'm not seeing the way down there. So let's go to the scrubbers first.
Okay. So you want to go right here, right in between y'all's hallway is teeny tiny maintenance shaft that you have to climb inside of.
Kind of right there.
Yep. Here, let me. I'll move you in there.
You don't need to move JJ in there. You can move Lyran though.
JJ, come here. I'm going to show you how to change scrubbers.
I can see from here. Just be very descriptive. Be very descriptive.
JJ, get in here. JJ.
So you crawl through these things. JJ, are you following suit?
Damn tootin' I will burn you. Follow me, JJ.
Okay, yeah, he'll follow.
I'm a lover, not a fighter, but I will burn this shit down.
All right, so you guys get in here. You're at the bottom of the air scrubber shaft. You're standing on a block of ice because it's still really cold in this ship, and all the water in this room has frozen.
Oh, like I said, yeah.
The way the air scrubbers work is you've got this tall shaft of like bands of metal that clean the air with like electricity of some kind, like some sort of cool thing, but it creates this like rain that falls down into the bottom of this room. And when the ship went cold, real cold, all the water at the bottom of the room froze. Go ahead and give me an observation while you're in here.
All right, let's get an observation. JJ, look around, motherfucker. Observation.
I love how cantankerous and young he is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, damn, I can see everything. I got my
Awesome.
spacesuit lights on. I can see everything. That's how
Awesome.
good my observation was.
That's beautiful. So yeah, you can see what you need to see. JJ doesn't see. Okay, so you guys are in this room and you're kind of trying to figure out what's going on. You know you need to replace some of the scrubbers. You need to clean some stuff, but all over this room, Cham, you see these little black egg sacs
Oh, shit.
all through this room.
JJ, we got extraterrestrial being living in here.
And
Egg
while
sacs.
you're here,
Egg
you
sacs.
can hear something outside that shaft, outside of that like maintenance tunnel you crawled through. You
Oh,
can hear something kind of moving around out there.
Is it coming in or is it just out there?
You can hear it. It sounds like it's shuffling.
All right, I take my plasma cutter because you know
Mhm.
I got my plasma cutter, and I just fucking light up one of these black sacks.
It just burns. Roll power for me. Roll your power supply.
I'm gonna die.
It just burns away. It immediately burns away, and you lose 2 power.
Oh, Santa
God.
Maria!
We do have another one.
Yeah.
You have another
I
one.
shouldn't be feeding you, but we do have another torch.
All right, so I kill one of these little black pouchies.
Yep.
JJ's actually going to try to sneak one and put it in the bag.
Okay. Yeah. In what bag?
A bag? I'm assuming I can't be carrying all these things.
Sure.
with my
Yeah. Right.
arms.
You got a backpack. Yeah. Yeah. You give me a take something roll. This, let me look at your stuff here.
Mobility, maybe?
Yeah, mobility. I think mobility is solid here because you want to take it, but you don't want to like get it on you.
Yeah. Like I don't really want to touch it, but
Yeah.
it's a sample. We gotta
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah. So give me a mobility.
Oh.
All right, cool. Yeah, so you go, you've got your little like collection baggie and you got your back kind of to Cham so that Cham doesn't see what you're up to. And you like get your bag there and like the egg is so fragile and frozen. It kind of like turns into powder. And you watch as like that powder just right onto your fingertips.
Oh, Jesus H. Christ, JJ.
And like the egg dissipates into just nothing. And some of the powder does get into the bag, right? But then
Okay.
like there's some of it that's just on your fingers, and you're kind of looking at it, and
Mhm.
it's just like it's like you dipped your fingers into black ink.
Can I? This could be like just noise. Hopefully, well, I don't know. Can I stick my hand in the bag and then like scrape my finger off of this goo so
Totally.
that just the goo is like as much as the goo as I can get in the bag?
Yeah, absolutely. You do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see JJ bent over like a boy at band camp doing something wrong. And I spin him around and I say, "It's bring your kids to work day. Your child misbehaves and is slapped by the boss. What is your reaction, JJ?"
And JJ is actually a little like caught off guard because he's been doing something.
JJ, I need your stress to go up by 1, by the way.
From which bit?
From the thing sucking onto his fingers.
And wait, can you repeat the question again?
It's bring your kids to work.
JJ actually says that. JJ doesn't ever ask for questions to be repeated, but this time he did.
It's bring your kids to work day, JJ. Your child misbehaves and is slapped by the boss. What is your reaction?
I don't have a kid, so this probably wouldn't happen. Though I would like to have a kid in the future.
Thank you, JJ.
He's gonna tuck the little bag away.
Awesome. Yeah, you took it away.
We now are at the point that I'm going to pull a scrubber off the wall. I don't know what these things are, JJ. They're all over the walls. But we got to get these scrubbers cleaned up. So it doesn't matter what's on the walls right now, JJ. We got to take these scrubbers off. And I pull one off and I scrub it. And I put it back up and I go, it's clean. I need to start doing more.
You need to do a heavy machinery roll, and it's gonna take you at least 3 turns. You're gonna have to roll your air supply 3 times. So do a heavy machinery roll, see if you're successful.
Okay.
And then
is out of game. Is this one thing that my strength can happen?
It's already factored in. When you click on heavy machinery, it's factored in. And if JJ helps you, he can give you a +1.
Yeah, I'll help him.
Okay.
I won't do it, but I'll help him.
There you go. All right. So you have succeeded. Now you need to roll your air supply 3 times.
I don't, do I? Just him. He's the one.
Well, you're helping too, so you need to roll 2.
Up and away in a beautiful story.
-1 for Mr. Wilson.
Alrighty.
So 2 more for each of you. As you're down here working.
3 more. Oh my god. Okay.
Yep. And then 1 more.
I rolled 2. So.
Okay. You're good. Yeah. So I need Cham.
Mother.
Cham, I need you. Oh my god, you're down to 2.
You're gonna die.
Down to 2.
You're gonna die.
Santa Maria.
How does it feel to be down on this level of air?
Oh my god, you're down to 1.
Holy shit.
All right. So here's the deal. Here's the deal.
I got to do this. I'm using all my damn oxygen trying to get you to do the job right.
So, right.
100% would just be like, oh, that's a little dirty right there. That's a little dirty right there.
So you get these scrubbers cleaned, okay? And you're watching, Cham is watching as your like oxygen meter runs down. And the ship continues to power up. And these scrubbers are starting to like electrify as they're starting to work on cleaning the air in the ship. Now it's still a frozen cold mess in here. The rain hasn't begun yet. But you guys are looking at all these little black egg nodules in this room.
JJ, I know you're not a human. Give me your damn oxygen.
I am a human, and I am not going to give you the oxygen until you need it. You still have some.
I ran the Voight comp test on you, and you are not a human, brother. Give me your oxygen.
Why don't you keep cleaning the scrubbers, and if your oxygen runs out, I'll give you some of mine, but you keep working on it so everyone has oxygen.
Okay, JJ. I make sure I got some power in my torch.
So before we cut away from you guys, I just want to make sure that you're not doing anything else in this room. You've got the scrubbers. You've succeeded in cleaning the scrubbers, and you spent 3 kind of rounds doing that, and that's what all those oxygen rolls were. So the scrubbers are clean, and the room is starting to electrify and starting to warm up. You have a little more time in here if you want to do anything else before you leave this room.
Is anything happening with the eggs?
Currently, they're undisturbed.
Okay. Can I try to take another one?
Yeah.
This one less stealthy. I'm just gonna be like,
give me another mobility roll.
You're just gonna grab it like.
I clicked it, but I guess it didn't register. Okay. No.
All right. Yeah. Again, you go to get it, and it like breaks, and like this time on your right hand, like a bunch of it falls on your right hand.
Oh, Santa Maria.
And like the room is starting to warm up a little bit, and so you see it like move up your fingers just a little bit.
That's like an immediate. I'll get this like ink off me. Just
Yeah,
like
so
like
your
flicking
stress
your
goes up.
hand.
Go ahead and give me a panic roll. Add 1 to your stress, and then give me a panic roll.
So I'm GTFO. I don't know if that's a big acronym in this like fancy new world we live in, but I'm GTFO going right out
leaving.
Yeah, I love it.
Where the fuck is panic?
It's right underneath your roll.
There it is. Yeah. Okay. There it is.
This says you're screwed, bro.
A 7.
Sweet. So you leave, Cham. You leave as Wilson you get develop a little nervous twitch as you start to bug out a little bit, and you increase your stress by 1 more.
Okay. I will leave after that.
Okay.
Coming out with like flicking my hands again.
Yep. Cool. And this room starts to electrify as the air scrubbers begin to start to work, and that room is going to start to warm up. The ship in general is starting to warm up. You guys leave this hallway. You go through that little maintenance tunnel. Boop. And then Wilson, you plop out too. And just to the south of you, you see a woman. She's walking, no spacesuit. And is like, she's got her hand on the wall as she's leaning against it and kind of looking around, and her eyes fixed on the two of you.
Hola, senorita.
And we need to go to a break real quick.
Oh, damn. Just gotta get into this.
As she's like leaning against the wall, and she kind of looks up at the two of you. So Jake, if you're cool, Jake is running our text tonight. I'd like to go for like a 5-minute break. I need to account for the shit that just happened, and go to a bio break. Awesome. Hey everybody, we're back from break. Sorry, I had to account for what the players did, and then like also figure out, cool, what's the ship gonna do next? So we're back with Captain Vanessa Miller and Leah Davis and Kyla Ray. We're gonna leave the moment that we just from a minute ago when
I don't get to talk to this woman.
Right? Yeah, when Cham and Wilson
Not yet.
met that figure in the hall.
You're leaving me cliffhanging on that moment is what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
I'm so mad at
Yeah.
you. Okay, I'm going to mute.
What happened because you took your helmet off?
Yeah, you died, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, Rich, how are you breathing?
I was pissed. So that was me being pissed and just throwing my helmet off. But okay, we're cutting away from the scene where JJ, who I'm pretty sure is a replicant.
No replicants in this universe. They're synthetics.
The first replicant.
He's a replicant. So we're hanging out. We get out in the hallway. We see this bitch at the end of the hallway looking at us, and you're just saying
nice
it's a
lady.
lady. So there's a lady at the end of the hallway looking at us, and you just go, "Okay, cut to new scene."
Cut to commercial break. Come back. We're in a completely different scene.
Yeah. You know what it
Yeah,
is?
keep the audience enthralled.
Well, now we know how he lost so much oxygen.
The lady's synthetic, and then JJ's gonna have a relationship. Now they got a boy synthetic and a girl synthetic.
What kind of baby in synthetics?
It's going to be like crafting them together. It's like from the 2004 or whatever it's robots movies where they just like get in the cardboard boxes of baby parts and they like put them together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
that was a good movie.
And you hear like bad porn music.
Oh my fuck. So yeah, that happens. So yeah, you guys are here in the med lab and this hallway outside the science sector. The lights are on, right? And you can start to those of you who have been careful earlier, I think it was Davis. No, it was Rye earlier. You were like checking for sounds and that kind of thing by putting your hand on the wall, feeling for vibrations. And you can feel a very, very gentle vibration in the ship. It doesn't feel like, the Montero hums. It's got a lot going on because everything works. The engines are on.
I keep it humming pretty nice. She's got a sweet tune.
Exactly. This one, you feel
against my best efforts.
Against your best. This one's like a couple of systems are on. It ain't at full power yet. This feels like, I'm going to give this to Rye because you're a technician. This feels like the ship is turning itself on and it's using like emergency power to power critical systems.
Okay.
So this does not feel like the reactor is working. This feels like the ship is running on backup energy and is turning on the things it needs to keep humans alive for
Okay.
some amount of time, right? Because you know when a ship is engines on, reactor running, everything's humming along. This ain't that yet. You're not quite there yet. You know that.
Okay. I'm going to take a minute. I think it's a good time to take a minute and open up my little belt patch thing and pull out a little picture of my family, and just relieve the stress a little bit while we're waiting on the two idiots in the med room to come back. You know, they're probably trying to figure out how to turn on the light switch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say
I'm going to drop
thing
the
in the
stress by one.
Yes, please. Yeah, you drop your stress by 1. Absolutely. And your suit is telling you that the temperature is starting to rise above, and it hasn't breached freezing yet, but it is starting to rise towards the point of freezing.
Okay.
Because it was like space cold, right? Like it was like super cold, and it is like
It's
climbing.
5,000.
Yeah, it's like climbing those kelvins up until you get to sort of in the neighborhood of 0°C. And it's taking a minute to get there. But yeah, you're all here in the med lab.
Ooh,
Yeah, Davis is like kind of clutching the flamethrower and just like twitching.
right.
slightly.
And we were about
Uh,
to go look at the bodies.
Yep.
In the which bodies?
There was a body that was shotgunned.
Yeah,
yeah,
at the end
shotgun.
of the
Yeah, we were going to show the
room
captain all the
lead.
fun stuff we saw.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, so you guys go. That's easy enough. Just walk your characters over there.
Yeah, just go.
And yeah, you've got this headless form at the end of the hall.
Okay.
And like I described earlier, the body, the suit itself looks like it's been stretched beyond capacity, and you can see like micro rips in the suit's like structural integrity.
Right.
Yeah, Kayla's going to stay right where she is and just let them go down and look and just keep an eye.
Yep.
She's got a nice line up that hallway.
Yep.
Is there a door that goes south?
There is a door that goes south of you. Yes. Do you want to open that door?
Yeah.
Okay. This next door, you see like placard on it, scientific module, head of science, and then it like chief of science. It gives a name.
Is that door shut?
It is shut. And you can see through like a little like wire mesh portal that on the other side of that door is inky black space. Hard vacuum on the other side of that door. Because the other side of that door is remember how I described there was that module that was missing? Right. That's what's back there.
Gotcha.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't anything in that hallway, and I was just going to sit there and just hold the corner.
There is a door here, right here, and then there's a door. There's 2 doors at this end of the hallway.
Yeah. I want to open the door that goes north at the end of the hallway.
Into Science Lab 2.
Yeah.
Cool. Science Lab 1 is still closed. Lab 2.
Yeah. I was just going to say, can I say before you go into lab 2?
Yeah.
And Davis was going to say 2 things. One was going to be, it's looking pretty good on the bed area. I think we're finding some pretty dangerous shit. Do you want to see it? It's like kind of in here. It ain't like nothing I've ever seen before.
Sure, I guess. I'll walk into science room 1 then.
Here we go. Opens the door.
All right, cool. So both doors are open. That's great. Science Lab 1. So like I said earlier, in the center of the room, there's a pile of bones that have been gnawed.
Okay.
The lab has an enclosed like decontamination like examination table.
Yep.
And in that is that perfectly preserved metal urn.
Mm-hmm.
Is unopened. It's like in pristine shape inside this, safe box, right? Unfortunately, there is also a deep cold freezer in here that has a smashed door. And there are 4 more of those urns that have been cracked, and you can see like ooze had spilled out of them, and it seeped out onto the ground. And in the ring around that ooze, like if that ooze made a pool, all the way around at the edges were these like little black egg-shaped things.
Right. Okay.
And they're all still like kind of frozen over. You can see like the little crystalline structure of like ice, is
Gotcha.
over all the eggs as they're still
Yeah.
like in this like kind of frozen state.
So this is gonna be a problem in like 5 minutes.
Like, does Mother want us to collect this shit, or can I just like burn it?
Um,
Because I kind of want to burn it.
I'll say you can burn it. There's some stuff in some glass containers that we gotta take, and I'm gonna tape those up. But yeah,
If anybody wants to like examine the bones, or urns or these little black things, I think that like an observation roll would be appropriate here.
You doing that, Lyman? Because I kind of just want to set it on fire.
okay. Yeah, I'll do an observation roll. I'm gonna do it on the eggs first.
Yeah, sure thing.
Also, am I gaining stress from seeing all this?
Oh yeah, you did not gain a stress earlier. You should gain a stress now.
Okay, so it's 2 or 3.
Just 1 because you're seeing this room.
Right, but I also saw the other body.
Oh, the body, yeah, 2 then.
Okay. Should I redo the roll or?
Redo the roll with the 2 extra stress, yeah,
Okay.
because you would have been that stressed when you came into this
Oh,
room.
holy shit.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna let you see all the things.
Okay, yeah.
and
You
still
see
like
all.
and still like I don't know, have 3 more stunts. I don't care. Like you did super well at this roll. All right, so the little black eggy things.
Okay.
These are, you look at these.
Yeah.
This reminds you an awful lot from your like years of being a space captain and a spacefarer. This looks like a fungus thing.
Mhm.
Like spores. Like that's what enters your mind is like
Gotcha.
airborne spores with the shape of this thing and the structure of this thing. And you also notice that like, and like now that you're observing this, you notice that like the floor itself has a lot of these things. Like there's that pool over there, but now that you're like more aware of what's going on in this room, they're actually kind of all over the floor in here. Little teeny tiny ones that never
Right.
got that big. They didn't get as big as a bird egg, but they're there and they started before they froze over. And then they went inert.
All right.
Get the bitch.
So you've already disturbed a couple of them.
Yeah.
But they've been crushed and they're still frozen in this like current state of the ship.
Right.
The urns are, you would recognize them as engineer ampules. They are like hard containment from the elements. They have internal freezing batteries that last for a couple of days. But after those couple of days, their batteries run out and you need them in some kind of cold storage.
Yeah.
For them to continue to do their thing.
Well, like in deep space.
Yep. And because these are more open, you can
Mhm.
see deeper level like information. This one of them says that same LV III
Mhm.
designation, and it's like sample number probably like 38.
Mhm.
But inside an inner door to this little like engineer ampule thing, you see 26 Draconis strain of Agent AO-3959X.
Damn.
And it says, warning, do not ingest.
Okay. I won't eat it. So a question: when
Yep.
I use the comm system, Does it go over the loudspeaker of the ship, or
You can decide if you're coming to an individual room or person or to like the whole ship because you're a
right?
captain. You can do all those things. I do need to describe two more things to you.
Okay.
The bones.
Yep.
Not all these bones are human.
Not all of them.
Not all of them. But it's a big old pile of bones from more than just people.
Is it
Put
like
in here.
you're not human, or is it like that's a cat skull?
Right, yeah, like probably one or two things in here are like cat-sized bones, and a bunch of stuff in here is bigger than human-sized bones.
Gotcha.
Not like monstrous, but like that's a big dude.
Yeah.
That's like a basketball player or a football player.
That's like a femur.
Yeah. Um and let's see here. Other things to mention. Oh, yeah. Half submerged in that pool of black goo
Mhm.
is an emergency key card
Aha.
that you would recognize as something that will allow you to get access to Mother of this ship.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna need that. So I pick it up.
Sweet. It's like covered in black ichor.
Okay, gross. I'm gonna take it to a sharp edge of a table and just scrape it the fuck off.
Awesome. Yeah, you're sitting there scraping it. Awesome.
Yeah.
He's just kind of like laughing slightly, just at the you're just like reaching into the black goo
Yeah.
that we've just found with these bones. We're about to set it all on fire.
Yeah. Yep. Now,
Right.
so you're in the lab now. Leah, are you also in the lab?
Just like standing in the doorway, ready for Miller to step behind me and me to set the room on fire.
Okay. Gotcha. Perfect. Perfect.
So with the stunts, I didn't know how serious you were being, but if I do have some more,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to give you 3 more stunts. So you
okay.
got to see all the important details of this room plus 3 stunts.
Okay. So for the stunts in observation, for every extra success I roll, I get to know the answer to one of these questions, and there's just 3 of them here. So,
Perfect.
is it coming for me?
Yes. The like black ichor in here
Mhm.
is like ever so beginning to ripple
Okay.
and
Uh,
towards you.
are there more of them close by? I think we covered that with the millions of eggs everywhere.
Yeah, and one more thing.
Oh. How do I get in/past/away?
Right? Leave this section of the ship is
Yeah.
what I would say.
All
Yeah.
right. I make sure the key card is clean,
Mm-hmm.
and then I step around my pilot and I go, let her have it.
Oh, you want to do something like this? Just sweeps across the room.
Awesome. So yeah, you begin to like torch this room with fire. And you're burning the floor, the walls, all of it. You're all still in your spacesuits, so I need all 3 of you to roll your oxygen for me while you're cleansing this room with fire.
I am still way back at the end of the hall.
God damn it.
Sweet. Oh no, Vanessa Miller, you're fine. Oh, I see. Yeah, you are down to 1 air.
Yeah.
And same with you at the end of the hall. Just because you're here spending time, you've been doing security kind of Overwatch
Yep.
type thing, which is good, very good. Let's see here, and
So I'm down to 3 now, right?
Yep. Right, you're down to 3, and Miller is down to 1. That's awesome. And yeah, and so you had also asked the question, what, like to get away or whatever?
Yeah, how do I get past/away from them, I guess, would be the
Sure.
question.
Yeah. The simplest answer here is to just leave this whole section.
Yeah.
This whole section just does not. Look, something gathered those bones and placed them here.
Yeah.
And apparently didn't need a vac suit when it did it. So you feel like, you know what? It feels like you're in the nest of a predator,
Yeah.
right? And there's just that sense of like, man, I do not want to be here. And your lights flickering like that, dude, is really it's like setting the mood right.
Whoa, what the fuck? Oh shit. That scared the fuck out of me. I didn't see how bad the lights were, and then you said something, and it did like a really bright one.
Yeah.
I'm watching some fucking show in the background. It's got
Okay.
cameras going off.
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. So yeah, you feel like this whole science sector situation
Yep.
does not feel safe to you.
Okay. I'm gonna gather my crewmates and I'm gonna be like, look, we have to be here per company rule to look and see if there's any samples that we have to take back. But I do not feel comfortable with you guys not having a choice in that. If you guys don't want to be here anymore, I will leave this section and we will just not get paid.
Was that on the intercom?
No, that was just to me and my crew because we're on the same section and I don't know what's going on with you.
Fucking get paid, so that's
You would still get paid though. Oh no, you wouldn't.
fair enough. Wondering if
So-
it was on the intercom or if that was just y'all chatting.
Actually, no, would he? Because I'm not technically saying we're not doing the rest of it. We're just not doing it on this section.
Right. And who's to say like how much scientific material is really needed? Like you're aware that there's like 24 of these containers in another storage facility
Right.
that has nothing to do with this space. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
So like clearly there's stuff in like the med lab. You could grab some of those things, the little floaty guys, like that's science material, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
This like lab number 1, that sucks.
Yeah.
But like there's other material you could have grabbed. You can grab
Okay.
it still. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So okay, we'll get paid anyway. There's
Yeah.
enough science to go around here.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
grab one of them floating babies, and
Okay.
Wait, one of them what?
Yeah, you
don't
guys
worry
see him
about it.
go in and grab this like jar, and it's like inside has this like
I'll grab
very
the big.
angry looking rat with like spines coming off its back and stuff.
I'll grab the biggest one, and
Okay. It's like it's like the hairless cat situation, but instead of a cat head, it's like this elongated like white tube.
Yep.
And then like little claws and a big spiky tail thing.
Yep.
And yeah.
All right. And then I think I'm gonna head to the bridge with my 2 crewmates to see if there's any repairs that need to happen there.
Okay. Yeah, you guys start to move out. Let's get you up into the living area, which is kind of where all the like rooms were and all that stuff.
I'm gonna shut doors behind me as I go.
Yeah, I would also like to just shut all these doors.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am shutting. I'll go last and just shut every door behind us.
All right, so let's stop with you guys in the living area real quick, and let
Yeah.
me manage these doors super fast because it's like a whole thing to get the doors like in the right spots. And you guys did not check out.
layers or something.
No, we
Yeah.
didn't end up checking out the other
Yeah,
lab.
the other lab. That's fine.
Hey, what about the chick on Sector C?
Yeah, what about the chick on Sector C?
I don't know. Let's talk about that later, though.
Yeah. Let me get this closed
We'll
up.
circle
Let me get
back to
this
that.
closed up. Closed up.
Inquiring minds want to know.
But they don't want to inquire too much. All right, so okay, yeah, you guys get back to the living area, and there's another like hallway. You could take either hallway to get up and out towards the bridge.
The one
A-
that down
and
before was fun.
yeah, okay, gotcha. So let's get you guys to the bridge, and we're gonna make one more or rather, let's get you guys to like Junction B1, or
Okay.
just past Junction B1, and let's get you guys like, yeah, through this door. We'll get you right outside the bridge. The bridge is like right here, and I'll shut some doors behind you because you've been telling me you want these doors shut. Great. And we're going to make one more oxygen roll. This will be the last oxygen roll for the crew as you
I think
guys
I'm gonna
are
die.
Cap, I loved you, Cap. You're gonna be
getting,
gone.
getting this stuff done.
Oh, I just barely
You made
survived.
it. You made it. You made it.
You may die too, Rich, as you only have one as well.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Do Rich and I also roll one?
No. This
Okay,
is
okay.
just the crew. This is the crew here.
Don't volunteer shit, JJ.
Two.
All right. All right. I love it. And yeah, we will open this bridge. I think that this is probably a good time to stop our game for the night.
Okay.
As you guys have opened the bridge, you have some scientific materials in hand. You have
Mhm.
torched a room.
No.
And you guys have opened the bridge to the Cronus.
What do we see though, David? What do we see?
Yeah, you see like some stations have been damaged. Some stations are in good working order, just from like the onset. You see an axe in pilot station number 1. Like an axe has been buried into pilot station number 1, and it is currently embedded in the metal, still
Awesome.
coming
So
out
good.
of the thing.
Is it a fire axe?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And
Dave.
yeah.
There's a chick in Sector C
Yes.
that we're not getting to talk to. Are you telling me I have to wait to talk to the chick in Sector C?
I'm worried for Rich's sanity.
I am
Rich,
going
add 1 stress to your character sheet, please.
Damn it. Santa Maria del Amores. I grab my crucifix and I do 10 Hail Marys.
There you
Hail
go.
Mary, full of grace, blessed are thou among men. And so I clear that stress.
All of it.
Good.
I mean, I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to wait till next session.
Yeah. I'm also gonna say real quick, you guys see the axe in the pilot station number 1. You see the screen on life support monitor is active, and it says it says hypersleep chambers cycling on.
Okay. Excellent. That means somebody's alive.
Something's alive, and they're getting
Something's
woken up.
alive. Yeah.
Something's waking up.
And I think we should end it here. I feel like this is the right amount of like cliffhanger-y shit to end on.
Not the right time to end it, Dave. This is not the right time.
Feels really
4
good.
more hours. 4 more hours.
I mean, I'm all over here prepared for Hola, señorita, muy frío, que esté haciendo. I mean, because Spanish is like the major universal language in the future. So I'm like totally working this shit, and you're like you're closing this episode, and I'm not gonna know what's up with this chick.
No, you're not. And we're not gonna know what's going on with the hypersleep chambers, or why is there a pilot station that's gotten the axe? Like, we're not gonna know any of these things. We're not gonna know any of these things until we get to play this game again.
No, you're not anymore. I'm taking my toys. I'm going home.
Well, I hope you get to keep the helmet, because that is a dope ass helmet, dude.
That is a pretty cool helmet.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I will wear it next time that we play, and I will forgive you.
Are you gonna float off into space as your exit?
It's the lady from Sector C. She's got him.
That's beautiful. I need to find. I would love to find somebody for us to raid. Let me dig through Twitch real quick, because none of the people that I normally follow are streaming right now.
Mike like totally managed me and got me off the stream. It was really beautiful. when I got managed like that. I really enjoy it.
Oh my god. So yeah, folks, we're gonna find somebody to raid here. I just need to find like a pretty decent game that looks like a lot of fun. Cult? I don't know about that. Kids on bikes would be fun.
Yeah.
Kids on bikes sounds fun. Oh wait.
It's on bikes.
Mission 7. Interpoint Station Lancer. I don't know
Oh,
about
Dime,
that.
you got a friend.
Ooh, hold on. We got a Blades in the Dark. We got a Blades in the Dark
Ooh,
stream.
Blades in the Dark. We gotta go.
Yeah, we got to go to that, and they have a nice looking layout too. So let me join their thing and just see real quick. I got to do a little thing here where sometimes they need you to follow in order to raid.
Oh yeah.
You know? So we're gonna do that. Yep. Okay. Um. Um. Awesome. So I think we're gonna raid these folks if they tell me that's cool.
Excellent.
Let's see here. Oh my god, they have like music and shit playing. Oh my god, this is
Oh
wild.
god.
Okay, cool. Well, I've selected them. They're gonna get the love, folks. We're gonna we're gonna raid these folks. Wait.
I don't know what it is, but I love when someone goes, "Man, this is wild." When they're the only person hearing anything.
Yeah.
It's just like a really favorite line for me. It's just like, oh, it must really be wild if they're gonna fucking announce it.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, folks, yeah, so this has been step 1 of our alien adventure. I didn't know if we are going to get very far. I don't know why they think this is a 4-hour module. It is not a 4-hour module.
No.
There is no way. This is
4 hours.
All the people in this group here play straightforward. We do not have any undecision makers. I mean, Dave and I have played the games where people are like, "Oh, what should we do next?" And we like talk about it for 30 minutes. This group here, bing, 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 bing.
Yes.
Like, let's do shit.
We split the party to get more shit done faster.
Yeah, I was like thinking, I was like planning, I was like, what is makes the most sense that's actually going to be the most time productive during the session?
Yes.
And then like as everyone else is talking, I'm like, what am I going to do next?
Yeah, well, this is exactly what a captain should do. You go do this shit. You go do that shit and make it happen.
You even had your questions ready, so you weren't thinking of them on the
Oh,
spot.
no,
Like you had the point down.
I didn't have to think. Those are the only questions I'm allowed to pick from.
For observation. But even when you talked to Mother, you knew what you wanted to ask Mother, which was good, which was real good. So yeah, this is like, I don't know, guys. I think this is like a 3-session situation.
Yeah. 3.
Yeah. This has been really good. So everybody who's been tuning in, thanks a ton of you for tuning in. We're gonna go hang out with Yvonne B. I hope that Yvonne B used to play Eve Online because I used to play that game and I love it. But they're playing Blades in the Dark tonight, which, as you all know, we did a bunch of Blades in the Dark stuff. We love that game. They're playing one of our favorite games here, so we're gonna give them some love in the chat when we get over there. And oh hey, thank you for following, Yvonne B. You're the coolest. Thanks for coming back over here. So yeah, we're gonna come over there, give them some emojis, check out what they're up to, and just bask in some Blades for the rest of our evening as we have a number of cliffhangers on this Aliens.
I'm mad at you, Dave. I'm mad.
Good. Oh, man. All right, everybody. So I'm gonna hit the button. We're gonna raid these folks, and everybody, thanks a ton again for watching. This has been so much fun. And as always, have fun and play well.